to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube,
I do.
Join our cult. Hello and welcome to
Oh.
another episode of the Cultaholic Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Joined, as always, by the magnificent Jack the Jobber.
Hello.
In his finest dark turtle clothing.
It's new.
Is it?
It's a Tynemouth-based surfing brand.
Dark Turtle.
I saw it. I saw it on Instagram and I thought, "Ooh, that's a nice hoodie." Click, and mercifully, it turned up in the right size. Because you're always taking a gamble on like Instagram ads and stuff. I was like, "It's a local brand."
Yeah.
I don't know any of them. They're getting a bit of exposure here. They might be way bigger than us. I don't know.
They are. Well, turtles can be big.
Yes, and live a long time.
And old, yeah.
Rather like this podcast.
Yes.
And we only live long and prosperous thanks to magnificent people like Mr. Ross Twiddell making his welcome return after having a lovely birthday on the pish.
It was a nice birthday. I didn't expect so many drinks to be bought for me. That was a nice surprise. Because you forget about that's a tradition here in England, isn't it? To buy the birthday boy and or girl and or elsewhere a drinky poo for the birthday. So that was nice. It was a nice night, wasn't it?
It certainly was. We learned a lot about each other. Because not all of us go out and
We played ping pong.
Yeah.
I got a bit too sweaty for my liking playing ping pong. That was a wake-up call. So I've joined the gym this week.
Oh, that's it. That's all it takes. Is on. Right, that's it.
No, it's just
Next
like
birthday, I'm going to beat you all at
A
pong.
recreational game of ping pong. Now looked like I had 7 sets at Wimbledon. It was terrible. I know that's a different sport, but I couldn't think of what the big Grand Slam of ping pong is.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
The Forrest Gump finals, I think they call it. But yeah, we're all having a good time then, I think.
It was nice, yeah.
Cool. Let's go on the grimness of the news caused by us, obviously.
I went to the gym as well. Just have to throw that in there.
We've got a gym crew now.
Got a gym crew.
Watch out, everybody. We're
One,
coming
two,
for you.
Gym crew.
Myself, right? Terrifying as it is. Him, terrifying as it is as well. And the most terrifying of all, Owen Mawson. The big bad booty daddy himself has come to the gym.
We walked in and all the big lads in there were like, "Oh no!"
Got the towel.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
And then
I'm glad to see you going to the gym, though. Go
also,
on.
the guy who inducted myself and Owen to the Gym Hall of Fame, he gave us like a tour of the machines and whatnot. But it's called an induction to the Gym Hall of Fame. He said he was a big fan of the channel, and then asked me and Owen if we worked for that What Culture, which we said no. And he was like, "Oh, so when did you join?" And I was like, "You watched it and you don't know who I am." Not being big hair or anything, but I'm on quite a few videos on this here YouTube channel. So he said he was a professional wrestler, aspiring to be one, and then I didn't catch his name. So bald man from the gym.
He was very polite, man.
He was a lovely man.
Lovely man.
Got a can of moose juice on the hoose.
What's moose juice?
It's an energy drink. It's called Moose Juice. It's not the sex we of a large professional wrestler from Impact Wrestling. It's a lovely. It was an apple. It reminded me of apple sours. It took me back to when I was 18. 10 apple sours, please. Woohoo!
That's what you won't have to work out. Apple sours. Bloody hell. So what did you do on your first gym?
Me.
Yeah.
Chest, triceps, and shoulders.
Knees and toes.
Yes, that's right.
I had my first leg day since I was about 16, and I'm on like a regiment thing, and I could only do half of what I meant to do. Otherwise, I just felt like my groin was going to go wee like Triple H, or my hamstring was going to go wee like Triple H, or the other bits were going to go wee like Kevin Nash. Oh, my legs are sore today, I tell thee. How are you, Maffew?
Oh yeah. How are you? Yeah.
I'm great after hearing all this. No, I had a nice gym thing as well, and I did not go, hey. I had my phone on the cardio machine so I could watch the Malice in the Palace documentary on Netflix.
Oh, watch that. Oh,
How great was it?
you know what? Right, I know he's like a box of frogs, right? But Ron Artest, I find him really lovable. He's just like a really.
Yeah.
Do you not? Do you?
No,
get that as well?
I think it's really cool that we live in this world now where athletes and people in the spotlight can be open about their mental
Yeah.
health. And Ron Artest just being articulate, going, "I didn't like anybody.
Yeah, didn't like people.
Said I was going to a funeral. Showed up at an award ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on stage he goes, "I don't know what I'm doing up here." He's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he finally won a championship in 2010.
He did.
Sorry, we're talking basketball now, Ross.
We
Sorry.
certainly
No,
are.
go for it.
What's
I watched
We
the
hate
last,
going off topic
the
on the
last
show,
dance.
don't we?
Oh, that's such a good
Yes.
documentary.
And I took it personally. I've got the pink lighting behind me, young Jamie behind the computer there. I can see your shit moving around.
We've got a new young Jamie today.
Yeah, Andrew is behind
Yes.
the thing. Look
Yeah.
at that despicable young man. Trying to get people to like him during his Desert Island Grabs episode.
that's
with Tom.
right.
Even had me crying, and I can't stand the guy. But the pink has reminded me here, Andrew, if you could pull it up. Blacksmith.co.uk, but without the
Does this
A
work?
and
Let's see
the
if
I.
this works.
Oh, I just saw Adam Pacitti.
Shh. If you be quiet, we can hear the type.
Without the I, Andrew, without the I.
Seamless, this.
It's like Blacksmith. This is thrilling podcasting. This is
Awesome, this.
What's going
Oh,
on?
it's not
sorry?
there. Why is it not there? Just go,
Because you've
Google it.
misspelled it, because it's Blacksmith.
Yeah, it's meant to be
Is it?
BLK without the A.
No C?
Yeah, you have to miss out all the vowels. It's like a dodgy
Still
episode of
not working.
Countdown.
Maybe check the C in there as well?
Yeah, you need a C. It's just spelled black without the A.
Yeah, a C isn't
Put
a
it on
vowel.
a game show
It's
here.
a consonant.
Yay!
Wait,
Click,
wait.
click jerseys, young Jamie.
Can they see this? The viewers?
Oh, I thought that was the idea.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
up on that.
they're meant to be able to see it. There we go.
Whoosh.
There we are. Thank you to Blacksmith.co.uk for sending a few of us in the office with that Bret Hart one there on the end, the pink one. It's bloody lovely. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
pink
Let
and
me
black
tell you.
attack.
Look at that.
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Got embroidered badges. Got like printed. It's a very high quality thing. It's got like a nice catch. Well, Bret Hart's catchphrase on the back of the neck. They sent a few in.
What,
so,
that, with a tear in my eyes, he said it was the best jersey I ever wore. Bret Hart.
And the pink on the wall reminded me that I forgot to bring it downstairs and put it on my torso. So, Blacksmith, thank you very much once again for sending them in.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure if we have a break, I'll be breaking the record running to get a Bret Hart jersey. No, that's a thing. Thank you very much. And it's not like NXT in this place, isn't it? Because on one brand, Andrew is a megastar, stroking the yoke. It's been his birthday this
He
week.
just shook his
treating him
head. He
there.
can't help himself.
But
Stop
now-
it, Andrew,
Andrew,
you
have
are.
more confidence in yourself.
Come on, pal.
Now he's on Raw.
Sorry, I didn't
He's on the
Vince
main
McMahon.
show.
Come on, pal.
Now he's losing to Jeff Hardy in 3 minutes. If you roll up, bless him.
Yeah.
And that would
Yeah.
resonate with him because Jeff Hardy is his favourite wrestler.
Ah. Yeah.
Honestly,
I was
though,
going
if
to
you
chime in,
haven't-
but I'd taken a sip of water at the wrong time, so I should.
If you haven't watched that Desert Island Grabs, it's on the YouTube channel
Oh,
right now.
man.
And it's a tear jerker.
No, some bits it was a roller coaster. Some bits were funny, some bits were meaningful, some bits I thought it was wonderful. Tom's just really good as well.
He is.
He's just disgustingly good at
Dark
that
and
job.
disturbing, isn't it? Because he can break down, he can break whatever force field you have up around your being. Tom can just smash it in there, but you don't know he's doing it until it's happened.
No, I was aware in mine. Mine and Tom's was more of just like there was some deeper questions, but it didn't get too emotional because at one point, I never dodged any of the questions, but at one point I could tell when he was trying. Like at one point he went, "So wrestlers of the week, you're quite analytical when you watch certain wrestling matches, aren't you?" And I was like, yeah. And then he went, "Does that come from a desire to maybe unpack stuff?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so, no." I just thought if I go down that road, I'll be weeping within an hour. But I didn't. Yeah.
Do you like IKEA?
Are you unpack the jobber?
Oh.
And you're like, I don't understand what you're saying. He's like, never mind. I'll move on. Hey, that's a good idea. The news. Well, we'll go to what people call the curse of the podcast, aka there's always big news that happens on a Friday night / Saturday morning, and we get blamed for it, which is rather shocking. So, I know it's late news now, but 13 wrestlers released, or as Nick Khan calls it, Tuesday. And they are Bronson Reed, who, just a reminder, was the North American champion 2 months ago. And after losing the title to Isaiah Scott, lost to Adam Cole a month later. And that was it, while people like me were going, oh, he's definitely got the main roster then, isn't he? I think he'd be good on Raw. And then it's like, oh. He's been nice with it, though. He's been on social media going, yeah.
Oh, he's
next
trying
step.
to make a lot of things happen for him, isn't he? With mentioning Miro in cryptic tweets that were very hard to work out. The way he had all the capitals there and the spaces between the lines, very well hidden. He's starting a podcast as well. He's doing all
What?
sorts. Yeah.
Ooh, what a loser.
He put a thing up last night saying like, oh, here's my booking email. My booking email. I can't say booking like that anymore. Confuses
Booking.
the Americans.
Book an email.
Yeah, booking. The Geordie accent confuses people.
What? Do they really not get that?
Booking.
Denise Salcedo was bamboozled. She was Denise Bamboozled.
Be a great name.
But he had that video up last night. He was like, if you want-
Bamboozle. What's bamboozle doing? Yeah.
That'd be an amazing gimmick. Just imagine like KO punch being the finisher, like the bamboozle.
But instead of falling down, they just go, whoa.
Oh, I'm confused. Roll up, 1, 2, 3. Bamboozle wins once again. But yeah, the booking email is up, and he was asking people if he wants to start a podcast. So that could be happening. But it's weird, isn't it? He should still be there.
And
they should all
also,
still be there.
Well, yes, but when we get on to talk about the new template of wrestlers that Vince reportedly
yeah.
wants for NXT, I know he's probably not in his 20s, but he's a big guy. He moves fast. He's really exciting to watch. So I don't know why they wouldn't want him. I mean, you could make the argument for a lot of them. Why wouldn't you want them on your roster? But especially with Bronson Reed, I was really surprised.
But I guess if we are going back 20 years without WWE going to use their wrestlers, Bronson Reed would be the Funkasaurus, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
The Funkasaurus incarnate.
Yeah.
Oh, the crazy dude who doesn't know how civilization works. Mercedes Martinez was on TV a month ago. Where she done those matches that ended prematurely because she was injured. So that really sucks.
Yeah.
And I liked her, loved her on the roster, been a big fan of her for years. That sucked. Also, Jake Atlas. And as much as I want to put him on a big gay pedestal, he was only at that level where he'll beat someone in 205 Live, but will then lose 99% of his matches on NXT.
Unless it's June.
Unless it's a certain month of the year. And I know that we all make jokes about brands during June. Oh, we love the gays. And as soon as it goes over, it's like, bye, gays. But they did wait a while at least to get rid of both Mercedes and Atlas. Brand's going to brand. So sucks considering they did all this build with like as a brand ambassador. I will be the first gay champ. And Steph was like, yeah, algorithms. So that's like the both of them. Ari Sterling, a.k.a. Alex Zane. So he did the New Japan tour after getting a bit of buzz doing GC dub.
Alex Zane.
Made his TV debut in May.
He had a few matches on TV, didn't he?
He did.
Flippy McFlipson.
That's him. Flippy McFlip, nice hair.
Yeah.
McFlip. That's the McFlip family. Leon Ruff beat Johnny Gargano for the North American title in December.
Yeah.
And that weird,
Yeah.
it's like the 1, 2, 3 kid and he's going to look like an idiot. But then he bumped for 10 men in every match he had, like with Damian Priest.
Had a good feud with Swerve Scott.
I was going to say the last thing he'd done on TV was get murdered by Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Wouldn't we all like to? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't know whether
I'd love to get murdered by Swerve Scott.
If I'm going to get murdered by anybody,
he's very
I'd like it
charismatic.
to be Swerve.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From this angle, at this lighting, I've got like a divot in my forehead that I've never noticed before, and I'm hating it at the minute.
A divot.
Like there.
Everyone's got a divot in their forehead. there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's your vein, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not your
It's
vein.
just your skull that goes.
Yeah.
but if I turn face on, it goes away. If I go sideways,
Oh my God, you went to the gym once. And you're already getting the rest of the forehead.
look at that separation in my forehead.
Hair going back, skull coming out.
Imagine
Well done,
that's how
Jack.
The gym work, you did one workout and just a little Devon Dudley appeared in your forehead.
Okay, let's gym. And also, weirdly enough, Sean Ross Sapp, a.k.a. the only person I trust for wrestling news, who doesn't work for Cultaholic, there you go.
Yes.
Big save there.
Yes.
Who reported all these. An hour later, Leon Ruff and Ari Sterling both had matches on 205 Live. So Ari did a video where he was obviously seeing the news and he knew, was looking at himself rather like this screen going, whoop, that's me. So that's weird. Bobby Fish, who was done after the Undisputed Era split up, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He just became a kicking man who kicked things.
Yeah.
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 Wasn't a shuffle. Fair enough to him. Very injury prone as well. So
Bit of
that's
a-
pretty
He's
good.
getting on though, isn't he? He's a bit of an
He is.
older fella.
Bit of a silver fish.
No, don't do any of them. I've got a haddock. Kona Reeves, who hadn't been seen on TV since February of last year, so I forgot he was there.
I know he's like a lot of people would big him up though for being fantastic. I know he didn't do too much on TV. He had the bit of a throwback gimmick, didn't he? Like, I'm a sexy boy with sexy hair. I'm Kona Reeves. But you see lots of people who work in the PC speak about him, and they all had high hopes from Maffew as you nod your head aggressively in my direction.
I was just absentmindedly
I just caught the
nodding.
back of the side of my face, like, hey,
You know what? I was listening to you, and I just didn't realize I was nodding.
you got a
I'm
headphone
sorry.
in there somewhere.
I'm like, these are good points. I'll keep on
Just
nodding.
got Yukazaki's theme riff. yeah.
Russ is talking. Better not. They were those dogs in the back of the car.
You know what? You did those classes where, like, here's how you show you're listening to your.
Yeah.
To your
Yeah.
Ask questions about it.
Did you do that class this week by any chance?
Stephen Smith, who's the NXT referee. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Tyler Rust.
Oh, this was a kick in the golden balls. Let me tell you. How can you have? Because we'll get into it later. But William Regal referenced Diamond Mine's Roddy Strong will take on Kushida next week in NXT. As far as I'm considered, you cannot have a Diamond Mine without Dick Golden Balls.
They've only got
How
2
dare
diamonds
they?
now.
I know.
And I'm guessing that Malcolm's the minor. Don't.
You
no.
know what? We'll just leave a gap there, and you can leave your own. There. So Tyler Rust made his TV debut December last year, and was still obviously part of the Diamond Mine stable on TV.
And he had a couple of good outings as well. He was like a nice hybrid. I was just getting introduced to his wrestling, like a nice hybrid of kicks and punches and wrestling maneuvers and whatnot. It was looked like the future was bright for the Golden Ball one, but no, he's gone. That's a shame.
It is.
But now that he can't use Tyler Rust and he's looking for an indie name, do you think he'll go to Dick Golden Balls?
He'd be stupid not to, as far as I'm concerned, and have Jasper Carrot as his manager. Open the.
He's locking in the split or steal.
Just imagine that, will he accept the challenge? Yes.
Just 50 quid will ever make. Zechariah Smith, who was a basketball player who didn't make it to TV. And if you Google his name, he's the 3rd or 4th result below a minor Harry Potter character name.
Oh,
wow.
He was a Hufflepuff.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe he isn't. I'll just made it up.
Oh,
Asher
I thought you
Hale.
actually done the research.
Asher Hale, sorry. A.K.A. Anthony Henry.
Yeah.
He only made his debut this year in May.
Yeah.
Another dub favourite along with Tyler Rust, so that's weird again. And Giant Zangier, who wrestled at WWE Superstar Spectacle last year, and that was it. I would forgive you for not remembering this. It's when they did that. We're doing an event
In India.
about it's for India.
For India.
Because I got confused going, wait, COVID, you're not going to India, are you? They went, no, we're just airing this for India via the Thunderdome. Oh, so...
We didn't get that, did we? We didn't get Superstar Spectacle for the UK, did we, way back in the day?
Got a tournament.
Hey.
We didn't get them mixing it up.
They
with
had
the main
Charlotte
roster.
Flair on there, and AJ Styles was
Balor.
there, and all the big guns.
Zachariah Smith was a Hufflepuff, and he was a chaser on the Hufflepuff Quidditch team.
I tried to hide that. I didn't look it up.
Oh, you did look it up. I see.
Yeah. I just thought, I was like, who is he? I don't remember him. I'm like, so
I saw the actor.
so you
I was
click
like,
anything with Wiki, you don't look at it. I'm like, what the hell's this? He was in Harry Potter.
Cody Rhodes is a Hufflepuff.
yeah,
isn't
he
he?
reps Hufflepuff.
What does that mean? Because I would assume, with my limited Harry Potter knowledge, that Cody Rhodes is a Slytherin, but he doesn't know it.
He
Thinks he's a Gryffindor. Am I right here?
Well,
But he's actually a
You know
Slytherin.
what? That'll be it. You put the
I'd
Slytherin
argue-
hat on, and you're Slytherin. He goes, wow, I'm a Hufflepuff. no, come back here. That's not what I said.
I think that Cody has all the hallmarks, and Andrew, I know, knows a bit about Harry Potter, don't you? Would you say that Cody has all the hallmarks of a classic Gryffindor? Because they think they're the heroes, whether or not they actually are.
I'd say so.
Thank you. Yeah.
And he's got the hair, hasn't he? Of a Slytherin.
Well, he's got the hair of a Slytherin, but I think he's got.
Draco Malfoy.
But I think he's got the
Draco
brain of a
Lord.
Gryffindor because
Yeah.
he thinks he's the main character.
Yes.
He thinks he's the hero. Yeah. I'm a Gryffindor. Yeah. I did the test. Yeah, and that means everything about
I thought the Gryffindors were like the baby faces.
Well,
Yeah.
they think they are, but I think that can lead to their.
Oh, what have
they
you
can
been
be a bit-
reading?
I don't
If you do
know.
one of these like theories, are actually
No,
Slytherin the
people-
good guys?
Right, if someone knows more about the world of Harry Potter than I do, then please leave in the
That's
comments.
the thing that you have to say Potter.
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 No one just say Potter.
Ben's gonna run in a second. Potter.
Sparkling Potter. Anonymous WWE official spoke to Fightful Select about the recent trend of mass releases and shed a little bit of light, apparently saying WWE entered a talent stashing mode in 2018 with what he and others believed were honest intentions. And yeah, they're going for that NXT worldwide brand thing. Didn't quite work because they went to Japan and they said Noah.
Hey!
Tom Campbell's joke. Every chance I get this chance to use it, even if it doesn't really work. And then came the release of who they're looking for now, or no one over 30, no
Yes.
more indie-looking dudes. We're going back. Everyone must look like Sid Vicious
Yeah.
or Chuck Palumbo.
But younger.
You're
They
picking,
can't even spell wrestling, but they look good.
you're picking good examples there, though.
Yeah. I'd love another
You're looking
Chuck
at the
Palumbo.
cream of the crop with Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious and Chuck Palumbo. They're right. They're exactly the same.
Oh, I dropped this on the way to work. I'm scared. How long does it take for a
Go on,
fizz to...
boom.
God, the
Light the
tension
fuse.
is on.
Go on, it's going to ignite.
Light the boom. Light the fuse. 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's gone flat, though. It's gone very flat.
It's the Omega Mox
It was
explosion,
almost
sorry.
no fizz. Oh, what?
Nothing.
I'm
It was the
worried what you
Kingston
said.
Moxley thing. We're expecting big pops, but no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Expect the big pop. Fair enough about Karrion Cross. Keith Lee, while he opens up,
Aye.
he's been promising this for a while now. Explains the medical issue that sidelined him for much of 2021, saying that, yes, he originally did have COVID. You want to point out that Mayhem did not have COVID. You should not get it from him because how would that even work? People are horrible online anyway. It wouldn't make any sense. But then said, no, he's had several MRIs on his heart. The point where it got so serious, it was like, oh, okay, am I going to be able to wrestle again? Oh, okay, am I going to die? But thankfully, he's back. Obviously, he's on the road to recovery. He's been on Raw since this. But for a while, it was like, you can see why people would not want to put that information online and tell everybody some things. But yeah, bloody hell. Good for him for finally coming out about it. But
Yeah.
can't imagine going through that.
Scary, man. Yeah.
Aye. God bless Keith Lee.
Yeah, I'm glad he's all right.
God bless Mia Yim for taking care of him and sacrificing a spot in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she got the COVID while taking care of him, didn't she? And when he had the
Yeah.
COVID. And God bless the medical team
Yeah.
who caught it. Was it like an
Oh, yeah.
inflammation on the heart and
Yeah.
let him know and stuff like that? So God bless everyone.
That's a nice
One and
ending.
all.
Yeah.
Blessed be thy.
There goes Mr. Humbug. So, Rob
What
Conway.
day is it today,
Oh, sorry.
sir? Sorry.
It's Christmas Day.
You there, boy?
Oh, yeah, no, he asks what...
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've done the wrong line.
Yeah.
E.
Is that turkey in this shop still for sale? What? The one as big as me?
Oh, God's
Yes,
sake.
bring it here and I'll
Why
give
are we
you
doing-
shit.
why are we doing- why
Good
are we
stuff,
doing-
mate.
Why are we doing
I'm
this?
about to watch Spinal Tap with me dad for the 15th time. All right. Rob Conway, guest coaching at WWE Performance Center. So I hope he goes, hey guys, there's the right way, the wrong way, and the Conway. And everyone goes, I think you'll find that's the wrong way.
Oh.
What are you on about? He was the highlight of Sunday Night Heat for a long time.
So good, wasn't he? Do
Just look at me.
you remember his theme?
The Randy
Ain't
Newman
I
sort
a
of thing.
sight
Yeah.
to see?
It's weird.
Just look at me.
It was a weird wrestling theme.
He had such a smarmy face, didn't he?
Oh,
With his
it's
facial
like-
hair.
Like Eli Drake. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't look really that much.
Who?
Sorry, LA Knight. Sorry.
Who?
No,
The
no.
most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment, The
The
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Could call him the Rock Golden Balls now. So not to be confused with the other Rock.
Imagine if they'd like ended up teaming down the line. We would have been in dreamland.
Rock hard golden balls.
Yeah.
Rock. Oh, there's just too much going on in your mind now.
Right. We're not saying if we finally get that Patreon goal of booking a wrestling show,
Dick Golden Balls is going to be in the main event.
Dick Golden Balls in the main event. But we're not saying it won't be the main event.
We were speaking about this
The
in the
wrestling
office the other
works.
day, and just because of WCPW and how that was for the first 6 months or so, if we got the Patreon goal, would people expect us to fly in massive imports like Kurt Angle and stuff like that
Oh, no.
with our little Patreon thing? Don't expect that if we ever get there. It'll take about 5 years at least.
I
Anyway,
think
so-
people will want the WCPW originals, if there's many left.
Prince
There
Amin.
is quite a few left.
Prince Amin,
Yeah. Martin Kirby retired.
Drake.
HT Drake.
Aye. We'll stop in case we name anybody.
Yeah, I was going to
We'll
say,
keep- we'll
and
go.
that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Aye.
They're the good ones.
The good boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam Slater.
Liam Slater.
I don't know.
Handsome.
Andy Bounds.
No, wait, no.
Oh, God.
I went to a show once, and I was sat behind. I won't name and shame her, but it was funny because the next match announced was Liam Slater versus Kip Sabian, and she turned around and went, "It's the fittest match I've ever seen," and it was.
Aw.
Yeah, handsome boys.
Is he all right with us?
Who?
Kip Sabian.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is this the Twitch thing?
Yes.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
He walked past Jack the Jobber in Las Vegas
Oh,
and was
no,
like,
don't.
"What, mate?"
Well, I went. I embarrassed
it's fine.
myself. I went, "Sue," but he looked like, and then he was like, "Oh, you're right," because we met previously. But this was before the Twitch thing.
He looked at it and saw, oh no, if I slag off him, he'll definitely
tweet about it.
Hi. Hi.
As he's walking down the... Yeah, good to see him.
I had that with David Arquette because I saw him immediately fanboyed and he did the... It's like, can I get a quick photo? After just taking 4. And I was like, he went, yeah, sure, do that. And then immediately I was like, oh, thanks, mate.
Oh, bless him.
But I mean,
I like David Arquette. He's a lovely man.
Yeah, the channel
likewise.
David Arquette.
I straight to hell with David Arquette is on the channel from way ago. Way ago. Way ago.
I'd like to see him. Oh, he's injured. I was just thinking that. I was like, I'd like to see Kip Sabian, but he's injured, isn't he? Hope he gets better soon.
Yeah, he got his arm crushed by God's favourite champion.
Yes, he did. He did. He's going to come back and he's going to beat him for revenge.
God bless God's favourite champion. And God bless Kip Sabian.
Yes.
From all of us here at Cultaholic Wrestling. Even the ones on Twitch.
Yes. Andy Bounds has been wrestling without Max Caster since the rap. So that does mean there is a slot open for a young athletic rapper Jack in AEW to take his place. Just saying.
And I've coincidentally started going to the gym again.
I was going to... I think these two things are connected.
Imagine instead
looking
of
forward
like,
to it.
yo, the Acclaimed, it's me going, 1, 2, 3 into the 4. It's not going to work.
Let's see if you can do it on the fly. What are the topical issues of the week?
Jack's rap was too hot diggity dog spicy to be included. Sorry.
And also, it turns out there's a few wrestlers who watch this podcast.
Oh,
last
no,
week
what?
Last week we were talking about certain wrestlers. I believe it was it Andrade? I think it was. It was a wrestler who looked rather handsome without his mask. And I brought up Chikara's Mr. Zero.
Oh.
And I said, oh, God, I've seen him. He's such a beefcake. And he heard that and was very polite. He's like, no, I'm not the original Mr. Zero. I'm the second one. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm Mr. Zero Jr. I'm like, oh, hell, you, though. It's like, okay, that's fair enough. I'm glad wrestlers listen to this podcast.
I'm not.
Sorry you had to hear us. I say us. I mean me going, oh, he's so handsome.
No, handsome boy.
But yeah, if there are any other wrestlers who listen to this podcast, keep it to yourself.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame. And in condescending order from last week...
Oh, God, no, the results of this are horrible. Just like to say that all due respect has been paid to all people involved. Because, oh, man. Carry on, sorry.
You think?
Oh, mate.
I've seen these, they're not that bad.
I know what one of the options is. I don't know what the other two are.
One of them should have won and didn't, basically.
No. Tom's monthly Patreon Discord chat, 26 votes.
Oh, not them.
Oh, God.
No, I'm joking. You're all lovely folk.
Beautiful Bobby Eaton. Oh, the Earl.
Oh.
Bobby Eaton. No, but in fairness,
but it
though.
was specifically
Yeah,
the...
because I think,
okay.
if you're doing the Hall of Fame votes, it's a bit of a...
Yeah, we put a stop to heartfelt, sincere
Yeah, it's a
ones,
bit of
didn't we?
it's a cheap pop, really, is what it is. I really want to win this week, Bobby Eaton's. No. Just that specific run he had with Regals, the Blue Bloods, who's trying to educate him. I thought that'd be nice. And if it meant people went and watched him and saw the stuff on YouTube, fair enough. 85 votes. Number 1, though, Upper East Side, 115 votes. Now, Ross, would you like to explain to people what that meant?
I invented it when he wasn't here, I think.
I've heard what it is this week from Fraser. It's
Oh, it wasn't you, was it? Sorry.
our island in the sun.
Oh, wait, Jack's apologising for winning.
Yeah.
Right.
I invented
Okay.
a stable for no reason, out of nowhere. We're the Upper East Side, and it's because we're on the upper of the two offices, and we're on the... Well, I googled which side, which on the compass where we are. We're on the east side of the room, so we're the Upper East Side. Now, I wasn't expecting this to win because we've never done anything on camera. It's not like Pacini Club. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how I made the accent nasty. It's not like that. It's just a stupid thing I made up. But if people have really... John did a Photoshop. I can't remember who it was, but someone did a wonderful Tron. Where
I
we all,
saw that
We
last
all had a
week.
cool moment.
Oh, really?
Like Tom's riding past in the little car. I'm like throwing a kendo stick. Fraser's cleaning the toilet. And he turns around and he goes, Fraser. So thank you for the Tron. I can't remember who it was. I'm
It's
so
like
sorry.
Hit Row, but better in it. Upper East Side.
The Upper East Side.
Do you think
And
when Fraser goes up, it's going to be like when all those wrestlers would crap on Eric Bischoff and goes, oh, He used to sell meat out of a van in AWA, and now he's working for WCW. He's running it. It's Fraser probably takes over Cultaholic.
Well, he didn't actually clean his toilet. There was just one video. But
Yeah,
I'm
but
worried
that's
that
all
people
it
thought we
takes,
actually
isn't
did
it?
Just to clarify, sorry to peel back the curtain. He didn't actually clean the toilet. It was just a photo opportunity where he was posing next to the toilet.
These buildings have wonderful cleaning staff. Sometimes I bump into them in the morning. I go hello, and they clean the toilet. And that's
Oh,
fair.
they're kicking off
We didn't-
going.
No,
That video's fake. We cleaned it.
what a scab! He's
Keep
taking out. He's
the
taking out.
toilet was
job.
clean.
What a scab! It's like Billy Elliot.
What was the reason?
The
for doing
toilet union. People
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
bricks is going to Cultaholic.
I don't know. I can't remember.
What was the story back then? It was
But he just likes to demean people on camera, doesn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Turns me on.
If they're threatening to get a bit too
Do you
popular.
know when he made Andrew
just
cry
crosses
on
them down.
purpose? He would cry when you read it. Cry. It's nasty.
Get on your knees and bark like a dog.
Yeah, he's very Vince McMahon. Very much so.
I've just remembered that this week on Reddit there was the clip of Vince McMahon abusing a child in a wheelchair.
Oh God, he
It's in
murders
it.
a child in a wheelchair.
Fantastic.
He gets him by. He wheels his wheelchair.
What was like? We're going to take it for the ultimate thrill ride.
I think it's because he's wearing a DX shirt and he's like, oh. And then he pushes him out, and there's a sound effect of going downstairs. It's like, and Vince just closes the door and goes, ah.
As a pro wrestling character, not so much like as a boss in real life. He's fantastic, and Vince McMahon.
The little, around that period, the bits you get away with when going, all right, God, I don't like you, and you don't like me.
All that stuff in the
Amazing.
church was amazing. Was he trying to
Hey,
like?
Shane, who's this remind you of? Gets the holy water.
Doesn't he like try and touch the holy water, but it burns? No, have I made that up? Am I thinking of Mr. Burns?
I think he
in The
does it
Simpsons?
initially, and then he goes, whatever.
I think I'm thinking of Mr. Burns in The Simpsons when he steps in
maybe.
the church and he nearly like.
They're very
there's
similar.
Karl Rove in American Dad, I think. He sets on fire when he starts to smolder when he walks in the church. He's like, I'll stay out here. It's funny.
So Upper East Side were the winners.
Yeah, the Upper East Side.
Jack, as representative of the Upper East Side, who have you got this week, or what have you got this week?
The noble sport of geocaching.
I'm going to drink.
So Adam Paci's been doing these IRL streams on Twitch. He went, well, I wasn't there for this one, but he went magnet fishing in the Tyne. And later on in the Burn. He caught more in the Burn than he did in the Tyne because you can see things sticking out of the Burn. So it's fine. Then this past week on Twitch, he went geocaching. And I was sat at my desk and I went to Fraser like, what's geocaching? It turns out Fraser's a bit of like a... Fraser was like my tutorial at the start of the game. He was like, oh, I used to go with my dad all the time. It's brilliant. And he basically explained, for anyone who doesn't know, you get this app and it's got the location of different caches. And you go around and find them using clues. And sometimes it's like a little magnet or like a little capsule with a bit of paper inside you write your name on. Or sometimes there's bigger ones. Like we found like a bag under a bridge. It was minging. It destroyed my passion for geocaching because I got it. I was like, I found the bag. Oh, because it'd been under there for like 2 years in Jesmond Dean, and we opened the bag and there was things inside, little trinkets. We left a Cultaholic badge. We took a little turtle.
Yeah, little tail.
Little turtle.
Total?
Bloody hell! This was in the bag.
I got a brand new hoodie and put it in a 2-year-old rotten bag.
So I didn't quite. I was more excited beforehand than I was afterwards, but it was still. I can see why certain people get into it. So the noble sport of geocaching. Also, it was horrible because it was my first experience of streaming or being with someone streaming in public in real life. It was oh man. But you just walking past people and going like, hello, and I'm like, please stop saying hi to people as we pass them.
He does have that ability. He just can't feel shame.
No. Afterwards, privately, I think he breaks down. At one point, we walked past two people, a lovely couple walking their dog. He just walks past and goes, "Hello, dog." I was like, "Why are you doing this?"
Oh man.
I know.
But then again, that type of confidence, no one bothers you if you're that confident.
Until
and
one
no
day.
one bothers you until you say hello to a dog.
Hello, dog. Yeah, but he spotted out though.
You spot the dog.
Later on, he spotted another dog.
Yeah.
And he scared it because he went, "It's dog!" Dog went like froze. Yeah, I know.
Gets a bit carried away.
He does.
So it's cache, I think. It's like meaning hidden.
I thought it was geocache. Geocaching. So there's caches, sorry, around.
Cache,
okay.
right. So I thought like cache.
Cashier number 2, please.
Cache me outside. How about that?
Oh, shut up. So geocaching. Actually, you know what? Geocaching's way easy to say.
Geo sachet.
Yes.
Sachet away to the clue.
The noble sport of geocaching. Cache.
Yeah, Cash LaRue, very nice. The sideburns and everything. It was me.
Cache at the
Second.
beach.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, there we go. We'll put a knot on that one. I can't believe no one's inducted this. The best gimmick currently going in WWE. I guess there's just been so much stuff happening in the world of wrestling that Baron Corbin and his current gimmick of being poor and crap
Yes.
has been amazing.
Has.
It's another example, though, where they need to put the stuff on Twitter on the actual SmackDown shows. Because that video where he's like trying to get in the building,
Yeah.
the security guard who knew him but didn't recognize him because of the hair.
Yeah, well, that's me. They got the truck with the old picture of him. They go, that's me. He's like, you're not him. It's amazing. Like, every day I have to get up. And yeah, the stuff they're putting on the social media is way better than the stuff they put on TV. Okay, it's a bit awkward that at the same time they're releasing a lot of people that they're doing this gimmick of a poor wrestler. It's almost an analogy for NXT UK roster. But at the same time, Baron Corbin has been a get for years. He's getting his just reserved. Wow. His just reserves. That's what they call it. Yeah, Jack, don't mispronounce cache. Yeah, don't look stupid.
It's called geocaching.
Yeah,
I
it's
did say
just,
cache.
just reserved. Christ.
He's got a bicycle.
So, yeah. He's overrated. Baron Corbin, his current gimmick is amazing. Him getting hit in the balls after getting like $20 from Kevin Owens, who's hated him for years.
Yeah.
And even he's like, God, you're pathetic. And then immediately the dirty dogs take it off him. Oh, every week you want something bad to happen to him. He's so good at it.
They've robbed him, man.
They robbed him. Look, I spilled. The sit down interview was like,
It's the way he had his shirt folded. Like, you couldn't see it, and it's just like, look.
the reveal, the
big
greatest
reveal, the best reveal since the higher power. Yeah. His little stain on his shirt.
It's been staggering. He's given it his all. I've no idea where it's going to go.
I don't know.
Somebody's gonna have to take him under their wing and give him a paycheck. Who has wings? Who's got big wings with money hanging off them?
The Rock.
The Rock.
A.K.A. Eli Drake.
LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. I can't.
No.
Yeah,
No one's got money in WWE.
No, it's true.
No.
I hope that Football Joe starts using Football Tom on SmackDown. That would be good.
Football Joe. Is Football Joe Roman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he came from football, but he calls behind the scenes Baron Corbin Football Tom. Because Tom came from the football, but Roman came from the football too, so he must be Football Joe.
I bet they're good friends.
I bet they
I
are.
bet they are.
Two big strapping lads.
I bet that.
Money and watches.
I bet
See each other, they go, hut.
if you're pals with Roman backstage, then your life's sorted. That's just.
I saw that interview this week where
one of the Usos would agree with that. Go on.
one of the missionary line that he played off when Cena was like, who Roman's like missionary? Did he say? And then Roman was like, I'm not like missionary.
I thought it was Roman saying about Cena.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Roman's like, Cena's like the missionary position every night.
They've cut something missionary out of a YouTube clip, and Roman was asked about it. He's like, don't bother me. What are they going to do? Fire me?
Oh, yes.
Hey, watch out, Roman.
That's what I like about when Charlotte Flair was doing, like, suck into the crowd and going, what are they going to do? Fire her?
Yeah.
Take liberties. Upper card wrestlers. Take liberties.
Ziggler is. Every time you see him on Twitter, he's like cynically complaining about something. I'll go, yeah, that was terrible. That was a bad run. Hated that.
Ziggler, I'm enjoying Ziggler now.
Yeah.
Latter stage doesn't care. Ziggler's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love how he always manages to wear his cap in the Survivor. He's always in the SmackDown team for the Survivor Series match, and he always wears, for no reason, this blue SmackDown baseball cap to the ring, and it stays on for quite a while in the matches as well. Can't wait for this year. See what he does.
So that was Baron Corbin in brackets poor.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ross, what have you got for us?
Young Jamie, I need you to pull me up a picture
Oh no!
of Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano's pregnancy announcement from yesterday, because my
here
Hall
we
of
go.
Fame nomination comes from this lovely, wholesome picture which is surrounded by lovely, wholesome news, but my Hall of Fame nomination, as I try and keep speaking while he finds it, is not the actual sort of
Found it.
announcement for the pregnancy as well. There they are.
Oh, they look lovely. What
They
a
look
lovely picture that is.
It's not the actual announcement of Johnny Gargano and Candice expecting a babby child, which is lovely and wholesome news by itself. Zoom in there, young
What a
James. Zoom in
family
there.
pic.
Wow.
The dog looks happy. That's so nice.
Right-click on
Oh, I
that
thought that was
picture.
gonna be
Right-click
on
on
there.
that picture.
Oh,
Then
it's
open image in new tab. Here we go. Here's how we use the computers. There we go.
That's
Click
right.
on that
Surely
new tab
Andrew
there.
knows
Then
more
click the
than-
tab.
And there we go. We're a bit closer in now. Lovely stuff. So it's not the actual announcement itself, as lovely as it is, but just
Go
look
on.
at how happy that bloody dog is.
Yeah.
I think it's called Padme, which is like I think I've said that right. It's a pun from the Star Wars because you have is it the
Oh,
princess?
Padme,
It's
yeah.
called Padme.
Paw.
Padme,
Right,
it's a dog
okay.
with 4 paws.
Okay.
Presumably, we can only see 2. But look at how happy that dog is. So my Hall of Fame nomination this week is Happy Padme. It's a lovely pun as well.
Oh, I thought it was going to be
The dog looks happy than Johnny.
So you've gone.
Johnny's like, oh, God, what have I done? Oh, the dog's like, yeah, I'm getting a sibling.
Well, no.
Johnny Gargano's at the face. I think it was Soundwave said like, that's Johnny's face. And we realised, oh no, I'll have to turn the Funko Pop room into a baby room.
Well, I'm worried for Candice because if that baby, if anyone knows that anyone related to Johnny, that baby's probably going to kick loads.
Hey!
That popped Andrew over there. Look at him.
You can hear him laughing by the camera.
I'm trying to think of a kick out one, but I can't.
I tried to, but I couldn't
Yeah,
quite.
it's hard that one.
yeah,
Yeah, you've done well there.
Thank you.
There we go. Padme.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations,
as well.
obviously.
Absolutely.
Look,
And,
is that
for,
joint-
and for having such a nice dog.
Is that going to join the animal steeple we've got going?
Way I
Oh,
get Padme in there.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to vote for that one by going to patreon.com/cultaholic and voting for Padme, the
noble sport.
the noble sport of geocaching, and Baron Corbin in brackets, poor.
This week in the wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
The week in wrestling. SmackDown. Sasha Banks opens the show and says she made Bianca because she's the greatest of all time. Bianca arrives and says if Sasha wants a title shot at SummerSlam, she can have one. Zelina Vega turns up and also challenges Bianca, who agrees to wrestle her tonight and Sasha at SummerSlam. Michael Cole gets confused and says the match is on now against
Oh, did he?
Banks for the title.
Ah.
And Pat McAfee has to go, no. So Bailey posts the picture going, ha ha. Good times.
Hope she's doing well, by the way.
Yeah.
Aye.
Seems to be happy when Michael Cole messes up. So
This was a confusing segment, though, because the crowd are going, yeah, Sasha, yeah. And all we hear is boo. Why are we doing that still? We've got humans back.
Yeah.
Stop trying to control everything.
no, but they're supposed to be booing.
Yeah, but who cares?
all right.
It's Bizarro Land, everyone.
I like that. Thankfully, the fake crowd is never louder than the real crowd. That's when I think we've got issues.
But don't they turn down the real crowd sometimes?
Yeah,
In
they said
extreme
in this segment they
circumstances.
did,
Yeah, for Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
But we don't need
yeah.
to do that anymore. So
I like the
it's all right.
callback as well from Zelina, where she called Sasha Ratchet. Ratchet. It's not going to get caught up in the algorithm, I don't know. R-A, that doesn't matter if I spell it out, I've said it now. Apparently it means ugly from back, do you remember where we used to go, Sasha's rat,
Yeah.
Sasha's rat.
Yeah, we did.
Sasha's rat? You got pet rat? I don't know.
No, you know, in NXT, they
Yeah.
used to- and she came a t-shirt saying, I'm not.
Yeah,
It's just our accent's going to make it sound like a swear.
I know, yeah, I'm worried about that now. It'll be fine, we're deep
we'll
in the
be
podcast
fine.
now.
It's also the name of a small protagonist of a series of Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
It's also like a bolt
Tool.
thing.
Yeah. That's why he's called it, because he was a mechanic, wasn't he?
And he's got a ratchet.
And he's got one.
what it's
I
in.
thought it was a wrench.
Well, it's the only, yeah. It can transform.
Oh, nice, thank you. You don't get this from Richard Tuffer. Sorry, Richard. You won't
He's
watch
not
this.
watching
I
this. He's probably wearing some sort of pub wearing a shirt that only he can wear and nobody else can.
Yeah, how does he do that?
Oh, I don't know.
I've been trying, but it's just.
Oh, sorry, you're wearing quite a Richard Tubman shirt.
I'm like the fake Diesel next to him. Jey Uso beats Dominic as part of the build to their tag title rematch at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
he did.
Dissension between the Mysterios. Could they be on the brink of a breakup?
Yes.
I'm not speaking to you anymore, Dad. Leave us alone.
I think they are on the brink. I
Dad.
think they will. And I want them to. I want them to have a big old fallout at SummerSlam. And then I want them to fight.
I've just read my notes here. Jay gritty in the city. Dom is flamboyant, like a clairvoyant.
clairvoyant. Styles clash ting.
That's my notes there for that match. Jey Uso was
Those
gritty.
are real notes.
Jey Uso gritty in the city.
You actually
Dom
typed that.
flamboyant, like a clairvoyant.
Styles clash ting.
I do these notes late at night, so I do.
Well, yeah, and this was on your birthday as well, so potentially when you were
Oh
hammered.
God, yeah, yeah.
I didn't get home and watch SmackDown.
I know, I'm joking.
Right, that's the end of the party. I got watch
Imagine
Ravens.
if people do that, like go for an hour, then like, yes, I'm home.
Oh, they will. Some
Watch
will.
SmackDown.
Wrestling fans.
We used to do that a few times when it was like, watch that, then go to Rise or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it was good if it was like an NXT takeover. Like, oh, good. It's only like 2 a.m. Still got plenty of time there. There was one time we didn't go out, and it was the Madison Square Garden show they did. I forget why they did it, but it was the most house show thing. And we both looked. Everyone we were in the room were like, we should have gone out, shouldn't we?
Oh my god, I need to.
what was on that
I need.
show?
I just want to remember. If he still listens to this, although he's got kids, so he's probably a bit busy. But if Ash still listens to this podcast, I need to apologise to him. I've not been back to Rise yet. I'm waiting until I've been like double vax and everything's a bit more, But Luke from here said that he saw on Facebook the other day because he didn't go, but there was a stag do up or something. He was looking at his options of what to do, and he said, "Oh, did you go to Rise? Are you going to Rise this weekend?" I went, "No, I'm not." And he went, "Oh, I was looking on the guest list and your name was on there." And it's like, in like sports films where the guy leaves tickets for his dad to turn up to every game, and I feel like Ash has put me on and waiting for me to go back. I doubt, unless there's just another lad with my name in Newcastle, which is possible. But if Ash is listening, you don't need to. I'll happily pay into. You've got me in free too many times. I feel bad. I will happily pay into you.
Well, if you're not going, I guess it's not.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But I felt
But-
awful when he said that. I know, and he's a lovely man,
He is.
and he plays the tunes.
Have you heard that the last few ones? No, the last few ones when they started lockdown ending, people were going to Rise, going, "Oh, something's open, get in."
When it was all seated,
Not knowing
Yeah,
it's an alternative.
people would turn up and be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah. What's with all this music like? Yeah.
They wanted like,
Tunes?
yeah.
Spelled CHUNES.
They thought they were on the Diamond Strip.
Yes.
They were not on the Diamond
They were
Strip.
not on the Diamond Strip, so they're complaining. What's all this goth music
Yeah.
like? Right. Oh, right. So apparently they had to start putting the Facebook page. I think we're selling T-shirts at one point, or they got planning on doing. It's like, no, like we play goth music. Don't
We
come.
do not play Tiesto in this club.
We don't play the concept of music.
Ah.
King Nakamura seems to have the better of Apollo Crews in a non-title match, but Commander Aziz causes the DQ. Nakamura uses Crews to knock Aziz off the apron and celebrates on the ramp with Rick Boogs.
I hate Rick Boogs. I don't.
No.
I don't. But I hate his role in this. I hate his character.
Oh, I get pumped when I see Rick Boobs.
So does
Rick Boobs?
So does McAfee. Rick
Oh,
Boogs.
man alive.
I want to pump his boobs. I think you just said.
Rick Boobs. Oh, dear. But Pat was wearing shorts, so he was.
Yeah.
And Michael Cole, the nice callback to WrestleMania 35 and Shortsgate.
Oh.
Because Michael was like, he said, nice to see you dressed up there, Pat.
Ah.
about that?
Fantastic scene.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when they are actually friends now. Because at first McAfee thought Cole was a tit.
Yeah.
You mean I can leave. I'm an NFL former. I'm rich. I can go.
Yeah, you need me. I don't
Yeah.
need you. I've
Ed
got
Sheeran,
Betty
that.
Ed
Swallocks.
Sheeran, yeah.
Yeah, I've got Betty Swallocks here, and I'm supposed to be wearing trousers to this. He didn't say it like that, but it went something like that. He went, all right, bye. He went, no, come back. Sorry, Michael Cole, don't talk to him like he's a wrestler.
They had to go to Vince to clarify that the shorts were cool. Vince was like, I'm hip. Yeah.
I've never seen Vince in a pair of shorts.
No, he just had heard of. Oh yeah, I never. Maybe
I've
when
never
he's in
seen
the
those
gym,
calves.
When you see the gym workout,
He's
you
always
see
in
them.
black trousers, isn't he?
Oh, like when he used to come to wrestle. In
I was going to say, yeah, he's got
Has he got the red elbow pad?
I tell you what, though, watching this match, I don't know if it was just me.
It wasn't an elbow pad, sorry, it was a shirt, wasn't it? Sorry, carry on.
Aye. He had the like a what's it called? Like a tank jumper
Right,
t-shirt thing.
right.
tank top.
And a longer
Yeah,
red one.
It wasn't an elbow pad, sorry.
He looks beautiful. But
But
watching this match, I had no idea what to write down. in terms of analysis.
Well, we're not going to talk about it here either, so don't worry about it, Ross.
Well, did you watch it and think, oh, that's good, that? I just saw two lads wrestling.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you get
Yeah,
on the
that's
show.
what you get, yeah.
Sometimes,
Fair enough.
why did that happen? What was the booking decision? You go, because we had some time to kill. So might as well have the two people who've wrestled each other multiple times, have a match, boobs. Backstage, Paul Heyman is asked about John Cena, signed the contract last week. Heyman says that is now contracts work.
Which
By the way,
is true.
yeah, John Cena just inserted himself in the thing and just wrote his name down.
Paul's
So
right, isn't he? Paul's
he-
right.
he's- Paul's actually
even
right
if it's
here.
wrestling.
He is right in real life, but this is wrestling. And I think that in wrestling, that is how contracts work.
But never mind that. Big E shows up to laugh with his Money in the Bank
Zach
briefcase.
Galifianakis. It's easy for me to say.
Yeah,
Zach
good.
Galifianakis turns up and laughs.
Was he laughing
did
all
the-
like the...
Yeah. Stroke.
And he laughed for ages as well. I feel like Heyman taking a while to leave was one of those ribs, so the Biggie had to stand there and go... But he wouldn't have cared.
must
'cause
Big E's
Biggie-
like, I could do this all day.
He must have been tired after that. Like, that takes it out. You're doing the breathy.
I think Big...
I actually choked when I was trying to do it.
A shoot choke.
Yeah.
No need to go to the gym today after that.
I've choked
That's it.
hard way. No,
Hey.
censor.
I don't
Dick
think it's family-friendly
Goldballs.
podcast we do. Tamina takes on Tegan Knox. Tamina
Oh,
sets up the
no.
Samoan drop.
Oh, sorry.
You all right?
I had an issue with this.
Did you? Let me read out the summary, then you can let us know. Tamina sets her up for the Samoan drop, but Shotzi fires the tank at her from outside the ring.
How is that not a DQ?
Yeah.
She's been
Because-
shot with a cannon.
She misses, but Tegan
So
is
what?
able to roll up Tamian for the win. It says Tamian for some reason.
Tamian.
And
I meant
Tamian,
Tamina. She was a Tamian priest.
an awful display of cheating from the good people.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right. It's like Rick Boog's cheating. It's like, yeah, he's a good guy. It's like, he's cheating.
Not as
He's not a good
flagrantly
guy.
as this, though.
And this is a tank.
That is
Firing.
an army grade tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An army grade tank, and it's been shot at a human being who was busy doing the wrestling, and it's not.
I think it was meant to hit her as well, maybe.
Of course, it was.
I thought it was a distraction. Not
Well,
like, it was like, bang. It's like,
It went very close
and the
to
dirt
her.
is gone. I didn't even see anything fly out.
And then
Not
we're
blind.
going to cheer for these, are we?
Yeah.
Tegan Knox, right?
Yeah.
She was a hero to all the WCPW fans
Taking down that dastardly B Priestley
every week.
over and over again.
But, you know, it was our Raven Dreamer feud. But she was noble and good-hearted, and now I just don't know what to make of her. She's hanging out with bad influences like
needs-
that Shotzi.
She needs a character. That's what she needs.
Yeah,
She's a
she
bit
does,
too,
yeah.
bit too bland.
She's like funny as well. Like there was a bit where Kevin Owens walked past them fixing the tank, and he was like, "Have you tried hitting it with the thing?" And she went, "Quite a lot of times, quite hard." And I was like, "She's quick. She can do the improv in that." But they've not given her a chance.
I need to speak to Twitter now.
Go on.
Because I saw after this match a lot of people riled up by Tegan Knox's selling of being shockingly pulled back by the hair and pulled down hard on the mat.
What did she do?
Having her bell rung, she sort of sat up like Undertaker and went,
Oh yeah,
back there. No wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that.
People don't like that.
It happened quick. It happened quick. You'd be shocked. You wouldn't know what to do. You've had your bell rung by Tamina.
Yeah.
What
Bloody
were people
hell, man.
saying she should have done instead?
I don't know.
Less exaggerated.
I
maybe.
guess. But like,
Ow, that hurt.
yeah. To the CM Punk. Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when Thingy knees him in the spine.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked like it sucked. Oh, that hurt. Because he says it quietly. He's like, wow, that hurt.
A great moment.
Is that when the two of them just had no chemistry at all in the ring and it was awful?
They were all right matches, but they wrestled each other loads.
Oh, right.
So I think Punk was just... I think he was very negative about him, like, I was so bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad, but they wrestled loads.
Who was it again? Was it Elijah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elijah Burke.
Yes.
Oh, so we call him that translates in England as Elijah Idiot. You Burke.
I liked Elijah Burke though.
Elijah Doylem.
Come on, you little... Anyway. Little dofty.
Yeah, all the ways of saying
Sam
it.
told me once that he walked past two gents in Newcastle in like a metro station or something, talking about their recent dealings and how they were going to create an empire. And he said, and then we'll start dealing in like Middlesbrough and that, and then soon we'll be all our the kingdom. Which I think all our the kingdoms are really good, like really good saying. All our the kingdom.
First, you get the borough, then you get you.
I thought you were going to go down. First you get the tuck, then you get the
You know,
pineapple.
I started doing that at the start of this, so I was like, no, Maffew, stop.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Friendly, PG. Edge comes to the ring and wants a match with Rollins at SummerSlam. Seth appears on the Tron and asks what will happen when he stomps on Edge's surgically repaired neck.
Yeah.
Edge admits that he and Rollins are very similar, but says that Edge can't fill his shoes.
Sorry,
Rollins
says that
accepts the
Rollins
challenge.
can't fill his shoes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Edge is taller.
Yeah, he is. Probably got bigger feet.
Probably
yeah.
got bigger feet, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting a little bit tired of this feud, but it'll be worth it. I think they'll put something really good together.
I'm enjoying bits of it, like the callbacks, Edge saying, "Oh, I've grown up now. I'm a sensible old man. You'll get there one day, Sethy Poo. Don't you worry about that, young man." But what is the issue, right, with people from the North America and the Canada getting so riled up when someone goes, "Your mum, your daughter, your sister. Keep your my family out your mouth."
Don't even
What's wrong with that?
speak of their name.
If you're in a playground over here back at school, I've just spat everywhere. Sorry,
Your
sorry,
mum?
table.
Yeah, your
and someone
mum.
goes, "Your mum," you're like,
You
funny,
go,
yeah.
"Your mum?"
Yeah, grew up, yeah.
Yeah.
I shagged your mum. Right back at you. That's how it works, isn't it? Why do you get so riled up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Just an honour thing, isn't it? Just an honour thing.
I miss those days.
Yeah,
where
but
that was a genuine like.
Because if you
back
said
and
that
forth.
to Edge, you go, "No one pumps my mum apart from me." Or, so it
Keep
works
my
in
mouth out
Canada.
of your mouth. Oh, misses.
Oh.
What a raunchy
Family
podcast.
friendly Cultaholic podcast. Yeah, so this feud,
I am looking forward to the match. It'll be good. Edge
Yes.
can tell a story.
Yes, he can.
Once upon a time, there was a mum.
No.
Who had a family who he and only he could speak about.
The Three Prophets win a tag match against the Dirty Dogs.
I friggin' love the. I know you just said it. I know you just swore. I was just effing love the Dirty Dogs. I just do. They're so good.
They're great.
Just
Again, just a reminder.
No, you just slipped out. I just know effing
You
love the
nearly
Dirty
swore.
Dogs.
You broke the rule of the podcast for the Dirty Dogs.
But it was just the way, like, usually when it happens, it slips out if one of us having a rant or something.
Yeah.
I just a mention of the Dirty Dogs.
Again, honorable mentions to them. Again, wearing their own merch to the ring that you can't buy on www.shop.com. It only exists there. Zelina Vega's title shot against Bianca is downgraded to a non-title match, but Zelina gets a title shot if she wins. She loses.
Yeah, so
That was that.
Zelina was here to kind of tide the story over a little bit, wasn't she? Which is fine and everything, but I thought it was going to be like, maybe like a bit of an ambush or something, like, oh, here comes, Sasha's going to use this to gain an advantage somehow. It's fine. It was a little bit filler to me. A little bit, but,
It's weird because SmackDown's been quite good at the longer term booking.
Yeah.
Apart from the undercard where you just have the same matches nine weeks in a row. Because Zelina came back, and then the last time I watched SmackDown in full, she just got a jobber entrance, everything jobber. She just was in the ring, got beaten up pretty bad, and then this week she's having like a really competitive match with Bianca Belair. Bit of a weird juxtaposition.
It is a little bit. It is
The duality of
weird
man.
duality. Yeah. Push my finger.
I did like the match though, because like it was scrappy do which fit the narrative. Zelina tried to prove herself. Bianca going like, "Get out of here,"
Yeah.
Speaking of Scrappy Doo, that's one thing I found out at your show, your birthday party. Fraser Porter is a massive
Hey,
Scooby-Doo
I
fan.
love Scooby Doo.
Because I brought up Stupid Doo.
It's not called Stupid Doo.
Oh, sorry, Scooby Dumb.
Yeah.
Like the one after Scrappy Doo, where it's like, wow, we really need help fixing this murder. Who have you got to help us? Huh?
Yeah.
I got the stupidest dog I know. Fantastic. Thanks, Scooby. Brilliant.
Fraser loves it.
Yeah, Fraser's like, yes, I know everything about Scooby Dumb.
Yeah, he did. He gave us the lore.
Yeah.
But then, the other day, before Ross's birthday, me and Fraser we sit next to each other, so we were just talking. He was like, "Yeah, like Scooby." We were talking about Scooby Doo, and he went, "Can you do a Shaggy impression?" And I went, "No, not really." And I just carried on. I didn't really realize
He
what I was
didn't do
doing.
it to show off, did he?
And then, like three or four, five. The next week on the geocaching stream,
Yeah.
he just busts out the Shaggy impression, and I realised back then, a few days before, he'd only asked me if I could do a Shaggy impression, so he could go, Well, I can.
Yeah.
And I saw a bit of myself in Fraser, and I didn't like what I saw.
Shocker.
Yeah. And yeah, we're waiting for him to bust out like the "Oh Carolina."
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. Finn Balor beats Baron Corbin. After the match, he says he wants a title shot against Roman, even if you have to go through John Cena.
Nobody
to
wants
get
you in
there.
this feud, Finn.
Roman comes down to the ring and tells Balor to keep his name out of his mouth.
Keep
like
my
someone's
name out
mum.
of your mouth, yeah.
Finn shoves Roman to the floor, is attacked by the Usos. He fights them off and brawls with Roman, but the Usos come back and help take him down. Roman chokes out Balor with the guillotine to end the show, and then we get the tag match with John Cena for the live crowd.
The dog match, yeah. So Cena wasn't on the show, on the TV show.
No.
Which was odd.
Yeah. I enjoyed how aggressive Finn Balor was in the ring with Baron Corbin, but when it comes to cutting promos, he's still like a robot to me. I just don't believe a word he says. He's like, I've changed me from 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Finn Balor wouldn't be here cutting a promo with veins sticking out of his neck. I just don't believe him. Don't believe a word he says. Just sounds too robotic to me. Huh?
I like that he's always
Thoughts?
trying to improve, even at an older age for a wrestler. I like that he's still trying to bring new elements to his game, and that's fine.
Most of the time, I'm not paying attention to what he says. Am I?
Look at those sweet abs and that's not going to go there.
I'm like, and he's just kicking it. Oh yeah. It's like me not. Yeah, Ross. Oh,
That's why he doesn't
you
try.
talking? Cool. What?
That's why he doesn't try. He's just banging on everybody in the arena, just going, "Wow."
I've worked out why Balor is so handsome. He constantly looks like he's been dunked in cold water and then pulled out, and he's like, and he's like smouldering and angry. I'm like, oh, that's why Balor's handsome. He's also got a certain amphibious quality. He looks like
amphibious.
He looks like a creature of the pond.
Which one?
A really handsome one, though. The most handsome.
A really handsome
I think he's
toad.
just I think he's just got really watery eyes, hasn't he? He just looks like he's been
Watery eyes.
He looks like he's been swimming.
He's a toad with
he
hay
looks, he
fever.
looks a bit chlorinated. He looks a little bit.
A conjunctivitis-ridden toad.
I feel
Finn Balor.
absolutely. No, I'm not saying that. I just feel he's so handsome. Obviously, I'm not saying he's not.
so handsome.
He's obviously so.
Continue
No,
buying his into the pond.
no, he's obviously incredibly good-looking guy. That's great, but also certain water-like quality to him. He'd be like the water boss in Metal Gear Solid or something. No, I'm sorry, I've killed Maffew now.
It's amazing. Thank you. No, come on.
It's a newt.
He's not a newt.
He looks like a newt.
It's a salamander. Oh, no. I've been to the gym once. Like, he looks like a little toad him.
Oh, you missed this guy last night. I don't know who it was. He's like, I'm lifting. He's quite a short and stocky fella. He just goes, I'm a proper mechanical dinosaur, me.
He said it was me, or just
Yeah,
out loud.
just-
Oh, thank
like,
God.
didn't announce it
Oh,
to the
thank God he didn't just say
Hello,
it.
everyone. I'm a mechanical
And now this arrival at the gym.
mechanical dinosaur here. I've got little stocky. Oh.
Oh, dear me. Oh,
I did enjoy Balor's childish push to Roman Reigns out the ring. It was so petty. It was fantastic. But I was expecting John to help out Finn, but he never did he?
no. They're keeping him off the show.
Selfish John.
Oh, my word.
Shellfish.
Shellfish
Finn.
John.
She's a creature
Amphibious
of the sea.
Cena.
I'm worried that now amphibious Balor's going to be a recurring thing, but we move.
Here's open. The sensible show now. Monday Night Raw. A returning Randy Orton opens the show and is interrupted by Riddle. He was very excited to see him back. Orton does not want to team up with Riddle anymore. He brings out AJ Styles and Omos. Orton goes to RKO AJ, who bails out the ring. Omos avoids it too, and an attempt from Riddle before chokeslamming him.
I couldn't tell if Orton went to RKO AJ or gave him like a savage uppercut, because AJ flew out the ring, but I couldn't tell if he was avoiding the move or selling an
And
uppercut.
he's like, I know what's going to happen here. You know, Orton doesn't help Riddle to his feet
Yes.
and walks off.
Now, watching this segment, I really got the impression that I'm too old for this show, because Orton's there going like, you know, like, I don't want to be your friend anymore, and Riddle's like, oh, you don't want to be my friend, and the crowd are all like, oh,
It's pantomime
I know
season.
wrestling. I know it is. I know wrestling
no, it
is
isn't.
essentially pantomime, but like, I just thought, oh, this is a bit too. I know we're adults talking about bloody wrestling, but
You know what? I like when they have friendship in wrestling, when it's I usually like it. It's just because Riddle is one of the worst actors to be given such a big spotlight on Raw. Hey, come on, weed. Hey,
I don't mind
It's just him backstage and like, hey, my scooter's a thing, and a scooter, and then in Japan the big, but I'm small, and then whoa. You know, I'm like, I can't stand you. But the crowd love it, so what do I know?
Compared to what it was like during the Thunderdome era, it's quite toned down now, and I find it ever so slightly endearing. I've said it, everybody. I've said it. Ever so slightly endearing.
I don't.
Happy for you.
We learned that Riddle's stepdad never came back, though.
Yeah. That was a weird bit.
Kind of blame him, like. Imagine Riddle as a kiddle. It's an actual
kiddle. You timed that, did you?
Imagine
Yes,
Riddle
did.
as a kiddle.
Oh, he's also just to read Ross's note. Not all of them,
6-year-old.
but just the next one. Orton obviously says Ross has written this.
Oh,
we both
yeah.
got a buzz on social media, and then in all caps, drug or alcohol references. I didn't realize that you wrote your notes quite as you.
Yeah, your notes are amazing.
Yeah.
It's quite soul destroying watching all of the wrestling,
There's a
isn't
lot
it?
of character in your note. Yeah.
There's more character in some of your notes than there is some of the show we're watching. Always good. SmackDown's Baron Corbin is here.
Oh, yes.
Jinder Mahal offered him money if he can take out Drew McIntyre, which I like. Good. That's that
Yeah, it
world
works.
building we've not had for a while.
Continuity error though, because they started playing his music even though he can't afford to have his theme, so they cut it off quickly. Do you notice that at the start of his entrance?
Oh, I thought that they did it just for a bit, and that's all they could afford.
Oh, well, I never explained that.
Oh,
Makes
no,
sense,
fair,
though.
I was all right with that.
That's
but,
how you pay for songs. Like you pay $10, you get like a
But
second.
because it's even crapper. Hey, here's his music, and it just stops. It has to walk the ring. I thought it was mint. Yay, mother! Oh yeah, right. Drew dominates their match, but gets on the mic and asks Corbin how much he'd need for food and shelter for a few days. Oh, what a nice lad! Corbin says all he needs is 100 grand. I said, 100 grand, is that all? That's a small amount. All right, 200 grand be good. Yeah. 300 grand, yeah. 1, 2, 3, Claymore win.
Yeah.
Jinder and his cronies attack, but Drew fends them off with the sword.
Yeah.
Steady.
No.
Just because the podcast's been a bit dirty today.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right, yes. No,
Not his pork sword.
Not his pork sword. There we go.
The promo from Drew before the match was the highlight for me of that entire segment, just because it was all real. It was real.
Okay.
It was real.
What did he say again?
Because his sword was named after his mum and the battles his mum had been through and like
right,
all of his
yeah,
life and all that stuff. Fantastic.
That was more of the Drew I wanted, not the tit. not, like the good Drew, the Drew we know he can be.
Because I was watching Raw, I think I was watching Raw last week, and one of the commentators just went, his sword is called Angela. And I'm like, not this again. They're just naming inanimate objects, funny names.
Yeah.
But then he explained the reason why, and it's a nice reason.
My name is Angela. Hey, hello.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to my very own show.
Another Angela Anaconda reference on the podcast.
I'll introduce my friends to you.
Ach, nee.
Here's one.
It's Nanny.
It's Daddy Drew. Rhymes with Ninny Poo, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's it. You do that
Why-
for your AEW audition.
Of all the people we constantly annoy on the podcast, I feel like the Scots are possibly up there. We annoy them a lot.
Yeah.
I don't find it. People
No, but
do
we're
get
doing-
annoyed with their accents, but when people do Geordie accents, I don't get annoyed.
It's part of our culture to do impressions of everywhere else near us. And also, we're not making fun of the Scots. We're making fun of Drew McIntyre's Scottish via Hollywood accent that even the Scots make fun of.
I don't mind when someone does a poor attempt at a northeastern accent, but what I do mind is when Pachiti's a bit of a culprit here. Is when in trying to do a northeastern accent, they actually do a Yorkshire accent because we sound nothing like the Yorkshire accent. Andrew's got a Yorkshire accent, a lovely Yorkshire accent, but it doesn't sound like ours. Our accents all sound different anyway.
Yeah, we're doing Hollywood Scotland accents. We're getting it right.
Yeah.
Ours is authentic.
We're working my way down the northeast, aren't we?
Working
I'm the
our
highest,
way.
then Jack, then you.
Yeah, I'm from the river.
I'm from the Bish.
I'm from a farm.
So what's happened there, everyone? When we're talking about where we're from in the northeast, I said the phrase "Ross is a country boy," but I cut myself off halfway through that word. And you can imagine
By
the result.
mistake, apparently.
It was by mistake. It was.
Just a funny
Yeah,
mistake.
that's a normal thing that happens, right?
Yeah,
Ross is a...
A lot of people think that is fine. I'm used to it now.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I only meant to think that, said Jack.
So I thought,
So,
rather
yes.
than just try and cut it out without mentioning it, I thought it was best to explain what's happened there.
Yeah, Tony Khan's ending the podcast.
See what the YouTube algorithm does to a man. It's I can't say Sasha's rat other half of the word for
Yeah.
fear of sounding like I'm swearing, even though I'm not.
Mine
Me
wa-
can't say country.
That was on me, not YouTube. To be fair, that one.
It's me, not YouTube.
It's me, not YouTube.
The
expression,
YouTube
man.
algorithm must be like working for Vince McMahon or Nick Khan at the minute. Just you're second guessing yourself at every turn, aren't you? You don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think so. I bet in the next 5 years there is something, a Netflix rom-com, some sort of drama series called "It's Not Me, It's YouTube." I think that's going to happen. I think you called it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome. What's that rattling?
it was me knocking my legs.
Oh,
Sorry.
good. Karrion Kross finally gets his win back over Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
If you didn't watch Raw, we'll replicate the pop that Karrion Kross got out when he made his entrance. Hope you enjoyed it.
I just want to know that.
Peanuts!
This isn't a
Where's Scarlet Lake? What are you doing?
It's not a knock on Karrion Kross. It's
They've
the way
stripped him
way
all
he's been
back,
presented.
yeah.
It's going to take a
terrible.
while if he is going to get to any level just to recover from.
He still
this
doesn't know what to do
devastating
during
loss.
his entrance when he's walking down the ring. He's trying to like do things with his arms. It's all like half-assed. He doesn't know what he's doing. Poor guy. But at least he managed to beat Jeff Hardy with the new music,
Yeah.
which is a crucial difference because he's a lot better than when he doesn't have the music.
Yeah.
The old music, sorry. The old new music. The same old, brand new Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
A1. Another night, another day. What can I say? Because you're the same old, brand new you. You break my promise. I'm singing A1 now. What a tune that is.
I can't remember that song.
Same old brand new
I only
you by
remember
A1.
their cover of
Oh, what was
what
it?
did they cover? Believe? Oh no,
No,
Take
it's
on
Take
Me.
On Me,
Take
yeah,
on Me.
Take On Me.
Oh,
A1.
right. Now I remember A1. Yeah,
Yeah.
cheers. You sunk my battleship. Alexa Bliss faces Doudrop and wins with a roll-up after her
We
puppet
won.
winks at Doudrop.
Oh man. Oh man. Now a theme of Andrew's Desert Island Graps was like animation and stop mode, like Aardman stuff.
Yes.
This was up there with that. This was like Wallace and Gromit. This.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. What did you think of it, Andrew? Just quickly.
Don't
Don't tarnish
Yeah.
Wallace and Gromit. He said. Fair enough. The puppet sat up, right? And it
She's
winked.
already sat up.
Oh,
'cause she'd already been placed
sorry.
by
The
Bliss.
The puppet winked and a noise went bling.
Bling. Yeah, like the noise your phone would make.
Da-da-da-da.
Your phone from 2003, if you got a text message.
Yeah.
Wink. I'm surprised they're still doing this Thunderdome stuff when there's a crowd there. And even worse, Doudrop has to go, what?
Piper Niven was hilarious when she was like, "You're just a stupid puppet," and then the puppet winked at her.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
Bliss is the face as well. She was buzzing
Yeah.
afterwards, but the crowd were booing her and we want Wyatt and stuff.
We Want Wyatt,
I feel
yeah.
bad for her as well because she, I'm guessing, didn't go, I'll have his gimmick and sack him. That's not what happened realistically, but people are acting like she did.
It was
People are
cool.
weird with female wrestlers.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Keith Lee Covey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it
Charlotte
happened.
Flair's got Vince McMahon bent over a barrel. Always has to win. She's just doing what she's being told.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it was going well though. I thought the match, like Alexa Bliss being like less like spooky magic stuff and more just creepy, like look at me, I'm a human spider lady.
Yeah.
And she jumped into the ropes and then jumped off straight away. Astonishing scenes.
But I don't want to see Alexa Bliss, the human spider lady.
I think it's a nice bit of spark.
I want to see Alexa Bliss, the mean heel. She was brilliant at that role.
We'll get back there one day when she
One
realizes
hope
the
so.
error of her error of her ways.
Yeah, hopefully.
Talking words is hard.
Yes.
But I've got written down another note from the notepad, everybody. The wink, hyphen, with the orange hair, it's clear that Lily is based on Anne Robinson. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Who is, by the way, host of Countdown now, I saw the other day.
Is she?
Oh, she's taken over from...
she's not friendly enough for Countdown.
But neither was Nick off the... Is it off The
Oh,
Apprentice?
I like Nick.
Oh, he's
He had a
cold
certain-
and dead behind
He had
the
a
eyes.
cheeky warmth to him. Speaking of cold, I just saw Andrew shiver, and it is a bit.
Aye.
Have you got a hoodie you want to run and get or something?
We can turn that off if you want.
What?
I'm all good.
I'll knock it
No,
off.
his name was it.
Jack's the one that's cold. He just don't want to say it.
No, I'll wear it. I brought this. It's hot outside, but I brought this hoodie specifically.
That's him doing it. Hey, do you want to hear my Shaggy impression?
I don't know what it is, but I like it to be freezing. So I'm on the edge and like...
It works very well for you. People have been saying it's fantastic you doing these podcasts, but freezing and highly caffeinated.
But because this morning, after myself and Owen had our gym induction last night, we got a free can of, I mentioned it earlier, moose juice.
Is that what we still
So
buzzing
I've
off?
had 3/4 of that this morning. And
This morning? You're on moose juice now?
I've had a cup of coffee and some moose juice this morning.
Coffee and moose juice?
Aye.
Bloody hell, mate.
Aye. That's
Hit
just
the
a
ground
Friday.
running.
That's just a Friday morning thing, though.
Oh, okay.
How are you feeling, by the way?
Stiffness-wise, I'm crippled from the.
I'm sore in places that I forgot.
I did a bench press as well. I did leg day and
well
a bench
done.
press.
Was Owen spotting you?
No, because I was on the cheetah
Oh, the
one with
assisted one, yeah,
It's not
fair enough.
assisted, is it? It's just like
Sorry.
in the thing.
the safety
It
one,
can't
yeah.
fall down.
The safety one.
Yeah.
But
I do that one because if I'm not with someone to spot us, because my arm just seizes up sometimes.
Aye.
I brock it when
It's
I'm
all
very
about
little.
4 minute and
sometimes I just go
tempo.
click and I go, that's me lot.
I don't like how the gym makes you realise that certain parts of your body are crap. Like my right tricep is rubbish and will sometimes just start hurting in the middle of, and then it's like, well, that's enough for triceps now. Because I can't just do my left one, end up with one big tricep.
Oh, you could.
That'd be funny.
What would people think then?
Experiment.
Do you for the hits.
What have I been up to? Yeah. Basketball.
Sheamus beats Ricochet in a non-title match. Afterwards, no, wait a minute. I think we need to go through the match first of all. This was a very good match. 'Cause
Yes,
it's
sorry, I should have
Sheamus,
mentioned it. Yeah,
and
it was good.
he's
And it was Ricochet.
allergic to 3-star matches or something.
Sheamus is on
Everything
form.
about- Yeah.
Yeah.
3.5 or go home.
He's been on form for a while actually now.
This year.
Yeah.
But didn't we just get Ricochet all lovely and established that he was good and smart now and wasn't doing any silly buggery where he hurts himself and he dives into Sheamus's masks?
I quite like that because it's the heel. It's the heel using foreign objects, even though he's got to wear it medically, I guess.
But it looked more like Ricochet did it to himself than Sheamus did anything.
Ah.
It was like Sheamus got it and went, aha. It was like,
Ricochet
I fly and move. Oh,
Ricochet forget it was there.
yeah.
In the midst of the pale white skin, just this massive black mat on his face. What could that be? I liked it though. It was Ron Seal.
It was exactly what it says on the tin.
Ricochet did flipping. Shaman. The shaman.
The shaman, yeah.
The shaman did
Easy
brawling.
good.
He's good.
Ah.
He's Ebenezer good. That was
Afterwards-
number one when I was born.
Oh, nice.
Rhythm is a dancer. I think I said river.
Yours? That was yours?
Aye.
That's a class one. Mine
That
was
was yours.
rubbish.
The theme from Robin Hood.
The Brian Adams
The
one.
Brian Adams one, yeah.
Look into my eyes.
I thought it was called the theme from Robin Hood.
That was Robin Hood.
Yeah, Robin
And now coming up, your number one, Robin Hood.
Oh, I love this song. Put it up. That was David Priest meets John Morrison and scares off Miz, who runs away without needing his wheelchair. Priest calls Sheamus back to the ring and challenges him for the US title at SummerSlam, which Sheamus accepts. Morrison runs back in, but Priest kicks him in the head as a warning to Sheamus.
Yes.
I cannot believe the Miz has been lying for so long.
Yeah?
Using Johnny Drip Drip to push him around. Can I believe it?
Can't believe
Do
it.
you, think
Shocking.
do you think Johnny will be annoyed, or do you think he'll just go like,
Hopefully. That's a
Yeah.
feud I'd like to see, the Miz and John Morrison. That'd be fun with the promos and whatnot. Because Joe Mo,
Oh, yeah.
since he's came back, I didn't realise how good at promos he was.
Yeah.
He is. He wasn't as good back in the day, was he?
No, he was good when he was a heel or a bad guy or had creative freedom, like on EastW on Sci-Fi. As soon as he had to be, hey, smiling John Morrison, hey, Mr. Ziggles, and just died a death
Yeah.
as a good guy. So him doing all this, perfect.
Yeah.
He's been very entertaining. I'm waiting to hear the Morrison bit. Well, don't worry, Miz, I'm used to carrying you, or whatever, some comment. We'll be like, ha ha. Mansoor has bought Mustafa Ali a special jacket to make up for their loss last week. Ali says he'd rather Mansoor watch and learn. Ali then loses to T-Bar in a few minutes.
Watch and learn, kid.
Size always matters.
Oh. Ooh.
I look in the camera on purpose there. Size always matters. That's what Mace said. Size always matters. Because
Yeah.
they're big, and Ali and Mansoor aren't quite as big.
Yeah, and then Mace decided to tweet today, quote tweeting a picture of Mustafa and Mansoor going,
Oh no, no, don't read this out loud.
Oh, okay.
It was an awful tweet. I really didn't like it. It was bad. It was maybe uncomfortable in my skin.
Yeah, it's a Final Fantasy VII reference.
Oh, is it?
But of course, why would you? I know we'll get to AEW. I'm sure.
I
Ross
haven't got
knows
a
all
clue what the reference.
He said, "You look." Look, in Final Fantasy VII, I think the context is needed. You're trying to breed these chocobos, and so
They're like creatures.
yeah, they're like big birds. So it's like, oh, you have to breed certain ones to get a good one.
Nerds.
Yeah. So Mace, the wrestler, quote tweets. He goes, "You look submissible and breedable." I think I've got that right. And
I know.
again, everyone's played Final Fantasy VII, right? Knows the context. A lot of people saw that and went, "Whoa!"
I
don't
know,
know
I
about
know,
that. I would
I
have just
know,
thought
yeah.
you're a bit of a kinky guy. Mace,
I
you
know
know.
this now, and I was like, that's uncomfortable.
I'm Mace, and whips and chains excite me.
Yeah.
No. Come on. Yeah. So
But
that is the
these two-
mid-card Raw.
I'm just going to say these two lads. I know Mansoor's good as well. Mace, I don't know what Mace is about. Don't know him too well.
He's a
in
big
the ring.
nerd.
Big nerd. But I just thought watching this match, like Ali and Dominic, Big Dom, they should be more prominent, shouldn't they? Yeah, Dijakovic should be more prominent singles lads, shouldn't they? Because this match was fantastic.
And they look
for what it was. Yeah.
Dijakovic used to be. He was having like 5-star matches with Keith Lee on the Indies and stuff.
And
he
in NXT.
He can go. Yeah, on NXT. Yeah, that was one of those feuds that was so good on the Indies that when they got signed, they were like,
Do that
Can you just
20
do that
times,
again?
yeah.
Do that again.
do that again. Same
More-
as Balor and Dragon.
More notes from the notepad here. That tornado DDT that Ali did to T-Bar gave me
Oh.
life. Yas Queen.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Ross Tweddles.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what it is this week. I forgot about that.
Oh!
I did have a contender written down earlier from the Dirty Dogs match. Ruse spinning at Uranagi rock bottom thing, which he did to Tez Ford. Go back and watch that. Amazing move.
Oh, I know
He
what you mean.
spins and-
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he does do that very well. Gets a lot of height on it.
It looked impactful.
Does Andrew know how to do move of the insert that segment? He does. He's nodded. He's nodded. We know.
So what I'll
We
do
should get
is
him to sing it.
yes.
When we come to that bit,
Sing, boy.
sing the song you don't know. That or the theme from Robin Hood. I've done that right. Reggie is doing a photo shoot.
Shoot.
Have I done that? Have I made
Photo
that
shoot.
mis-
No, I missed that.
Shoot.
Photo shoot with the 24/7 title. R-Truth and Akira Tozawa come along disguised as a janitor and delivery man.
Yeah.
I just want to put hijinks in shoe and just move on.
No.
Oh, okay,
Go
fair
on.
enough. Tozawa rolls Reggie up, but Truth tries to get the pinfall himself, and Reggie parkours away to safety.
I'm glad you read the end of it because I wanted to know what happened. And Reggie's still got the belt. I'm pleased.
That's important.
Did you know that Reggie's TikTok got 30 million views? Did you know that Reggie's TikTok got 30 million views? Did you know that Reggie's... Could they say that more?
What
Do
was
you
his-
want to subscribe to YouTube Premium?
What was his TikTok? I'm not
Just
on
his
it.
entrance when he does the flip over the top rope, which is obviously it's a fantastic thing, but... And I don't know anything about TikTok, but 30 million views doesn't seem that impressive. When you think about some of the celebrities that have been spawned from the talk.
I feel like 30 million views is pretty good.
Well, I'm not saying it's bad.
Okay.
I reckon there's a lot more. I don't know, though.
I mean, we've never done 30
I mean,
million.
look at Yocho. You get
Yocho.
hundreds of millions, don't you, for certain things?
Yes.
Rick Rowland. I think I forgot his second name there. What's he called?
Rick Astley.
Rick Astley. He's got hundreds of millions of views.
I don't know what you meant.
Imagine if his big song. Never going to give you up that one.
Yeah, but for a while, that was the... YouTube did a prank one time when all the URLs were that for a day.
Was it April Fool's Day?
Oh,
I think
I
it
picked
may
a
be.
bad example there then. WAP, I imagine, has hundreds of millions of views.
You're right. WAP.
Charlie Bit Me. That
Charlie
was
Bit Me.
Charlie Bit
and Reggie's debut TikTok.
Chocolate Rain.
They're all the
We
classics.
do not speak of him here.
Oh, no, he was good.
I approached him to do some work with me and he got a bit sassy.
Oh, really?
Chocolate Rain, dude.
Taze on
Chocolate
there.
Rain. Yeah, Taze on there.
What work did you
I
want
want
to
to
do?
do like because nobody understands still. I think what Gary YouTube means on the tier list videos. So I was like, it'd be quite funny if we did like a Dark Order parody with Taze Onde being the exalted one.
That would be class. That
and
would
I
be so
had it
good.
all scripted out and whatnot. Sent it to him, and it was like 3 or 4 days maybe. No response. I was like, hey, you had a look at this? He's like, this is going to take a lot of consideration. I can't just like agree to this with no consideration or something like that. Being quite arsey. I was like, I've given you 4 days, Tay. What are you doing?
Tay.
Oh, Tay. Then he just didn't reply after that. So there we go.
It's always hard doing getting the soft no
Yeah.
It's rare people will say, I don't want to do this. They'll say, I want to give you a nudge away from me, and I want you to take the hint. Doesn't always translate, though.
But he agreed to do it, and then he was like, I sent him like a script.
Oh,
I was
he
like,
agreed with it?
Yeah, he agreed. He said like, I'm game for it. And then I sent him like a script over. Like I said, I'll just change anything you want and record how you like. And then he was like, I need days to consider what you've written down here.
Oh.
So never look up to your hero. Never
Never meet your heroes.
never meet your heroes, yeah. Or
Your
slide
hero
into
was
the
Chocolate
DMs.
Raid.
Yeah.
How could it not be? What an iconic song.
He moved away from the mic to breathe in. I moved away from the keyboard to consider Ross's script.
And never came back.
yeah, he moved away.
That's it. MVP and Lashley are in the ring for a promo. MVP says that if Goldberg had to defend his son last week, maybe his son shouldn't be.
Whoa.
What? After SummerSlam, Goldberg will have all the time in the world to be with his son because Lashley is taking him out.
This
Where'd you
did
take him
nothing. A
Where do you think you'll
restaurant.
take him to?
Coop Chicken House.
Group Chicken.
Coop
That's a
Chicken.
good shout. Oh,
The best chicken in Newcastle.
oh, absolutely.
I was watching Rate My Takeaway, who had, for some reason, that dirty leech Jackmate on his thing. I didn't mean that, by the way. He's collabing with proper YouTubers now, though, Rate My Takeaway.
Fair play to him.
It's a genius series where the guest, who in this case was Jackmate, brought a local takeaway to him, and Rate My Takeaway rates that takeaway. So it's like Rate My Friend's
Okay.
takeaway.
Okay.
Where am I going with that? Yes, he brought chicken, and it looked nowhere as good as Coop. So
Yeah, Coop needs to be somewhere that Rate My Takeaway. If he ever comes back to Newcastle, he needs to go Coop.
I'd love
does.
to take him to Coop.
Oh, he went in Newcastle.
He went to 3 places.
Where did he go?
Gingerinos.
10 out of 10.
I got been there.
Go
It's-
there.
oh, it's good pizza.
Lovely,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Big slices, man.
All right.
He went to a place like a breakfast place called Davies.
Near mine, Davies, yeah.
Guess what score it got?
What?
10 out of 10.
Okay, go on.
And then he went to the little, what was it called? The little
It was a
Indian
little
lunch
Indian
box.
box cafe or something.
Something
Yeah,
like that,
like an
yeah.
Indian style, but in a box meal. It looked really good.
Okay.
Guess what score that got?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Hey.
I think he gives
Hey.
everything. Yeah.
No, I've seen 8s, I've seen 9s.
Oh.
Oh, I've seen 8s and 9s.
Oh, well.
No.
But 3 10s in Newcastle, unprecedented.
Gingerinos,
It's the best place in the world.
Gingerinos is a 10 out of 10 as well. Gingerinos.
God, let's move on before my stomach starts grumbling. Yeah, this did nothing for me. This was an 8 out of 10 on Rate My Takeaway.
This was a
promo.
2 out of 10. Bobby,
Oh.
MVP going, I am hurt. Bobby going, I will hurt you, Bill. But they took way too long to say that.
Well, Raw's 3 hours long.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I think the only person that can vote to Goldberg being back is Gilberg.
Yeah.
Because he's almost guaranteed a cheeky payday.
Yes.
Who was it that brought him back recently?
Kevin Owens, I think.
Was it actually that far back?
Yeah, must have been.
Wow.
No, I'm being dumb here. Drew.
Oh.
Was it Drew? Wow, Drew
Miz
was
and Morrison had him.
Ah,
That's
yes.
it now. Because they had some comedian who'd actually been on shows dressed up as Drew, and then he had Gilberg. Because Drew couldn't have brought Gilberg because...
He's a babby face.
Yeah, so they had Miz and Morrison do it. That was interesting. Nikki ASH takes on Rhea Ripley in non-title action.
She's
As
a
Charlotte
hero.
attacks Nikki for the DQ. She hits natural selection on Rhea and holds up Nikki's belt.
Yeah. Charlotte's better than everyone.
Yeah.
Charlotte is certainly smarter than everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's proven every single week. Hammered home that Charlotte is the smartest wrestler in the world. But Nikki Cross, I know it's not for me because I'm a 29-year-old man now. But the promo at the start left me like physically crawling on the floor into my own skin, if that makes any sense.
Wow,
I was
deep with that.
Oh, tonight my dream might turn into my nightmare, but I'll be okay because I have my trusty nightlight, which is my spirit and my drive.
It's to inspire people,
Oh, man.
Ross. Were you not inspired?
Which can you not take yourself back to like when you were 8 or something like that, when you were just growing out with like stuff like that? Oh man,
It's like the least cool thing. You want to avoid
oh yeah,
that
you want to
sort of
avoid
stuff.
that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we were supposed to have grown out of being wrestling fans.
No.
The age of 8.
Yeah.
Like, the way that it's marketed is like, people think that what people market as cool to teenagers don't actually think that's cool. They want to pretend to be adults. Little kids want to pretend to be teenagers. It's all one step below what you think it's going to be.
Well, that's right. Like,
We want to pretend we're in our 30s.
yeah. Like
you
kids,
wish you were middle aged, you.
kids play Call of Duty. Adults play Animal Crossing. Yeah.
Sometimes it
reference
reverses.
over my head.
Sometimes,
A-Dub's coming up, don't worry.
sometimes it's inverted. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know it's not for me, so maybe I shouldn't be speaking about it. But bloody hell,
It'd be good to hear from people who are young girls. I'm a word in this. Who do watch.
it would be good to hear. Maffew.
Oh, good. Oh, fantastic.
I don't have intentions there, but to see how people do listen to this and go, no, I like this. I am inspired.
I like the concept of the character. It's just like cringy lines like that. Like, oh, you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. No, I can't, man.
You know what? Maybe that's a Northeast thing as well.
No.
You could be anything you want to be.
Up here in the desolate north.
Be like, oh, what do you want to be? He's like, I want you to leave me alone.
Thatcher drove it out of us.
A video shows Elias burning his guitar and
Just like
claiming
Thatcher burned the industry.
claiming that Elias is dead. And so everyone has been speculating what this means. Others are saying he may be the new Fiend, and others are saying he'll just come out of electric guitar next week instead.
Like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Who was he who was
Or
saying
Rick
that? Was it you,
Boobs.
Andrew? I think on the news with me.
Yeah.
Andrew was saying that you should do that. Or will do that.
Because that's good, because I remember my dad showed me the first, I think it's still on YouTube, Bob Dylan playing with electric guitar the first time. Yeah, people shouting, Judas!
Yeah. They
Amazing.
just wanted to play that song.
Bob Dylan singing Judas.
Yeah.
Come, yeah. Choose my mind.
In my man.
Like a
That's Eric Cartman, that.
Yeah. In my man.
But I got serious flashbacks during that Elias segment because
Oh, no.
I did that one time.
Yeah.
Got a fire and threw it in there, buried it underground. It happened,
Yeah.
and then Ben and Peter found it a year later.
They did, didn't
Brought
they?
it in the office.
I shot my old hat.
They were geocaching.
I'm scared for Elias. He doesn't, with the return of live crowds, he does not need to not. He's fine as he is. He's a heel. He can rile them up. Bit of interactivity. He can get heat, even though people love him. He doesn't need a change.
I think
Don't
the
change
character's
it.
dead, mate.
Oh really?
He's been around for that long doing the same stuff, and he loses all of his matches. I think it's dead.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
think it's dead.
We disagree.
That's fine though.
That's all right.
It's
Great
weird,
minds battling it out, and you've got a front row seat. Creed Bratton.
Oh.
But you're both right, though. It's a very over character who is dead as a wrestler because he's lost every big match he's ever had.
Like literally all of them.
Yeah, and to Riker, nonetheless. So he's even lost the
man.
small ones as well. So, yeah, maybe you change your pace so he comes out as the Kiss Demon next week, perhaps.
Oh, Dale Torborg.
Dale Torborg.
He was one of the
that's right.
first
like a-
wrestlers I ever remember seeing.
Right.
How
He came
how,
out that sarcophagus thing. Oh,
how far past the sell-by date were Kiss in the year 2000?
Oh, forget it.
Forget
it.
How many
Like-
years roughly?
At least 10.
At least
if we're being nice, 10 or 15. I see. Right.
Who
So,
around about 10 years ago was big hip hop and happening? The
Tyo
Elias Cup.
Cruz.
Imagine if you came out
Hadouken.
Hadouken. How dare you?
Yeah, they used
It's
to say,
Hadouken. It's
Remix
our
your
dance
brain.
lesson.
Yeah.
remix your game. I used to love them. I was a proper little tit.
Riker is an indie.
Like an R&B.
Wearing that little yellow polka dot
Like a
vest.
haircut and polka dot dress. I don't care if he thinks he's indie.
Yeah.
How he's different's anyone's guess.
Yeah.
Went to a gig, but nobody
does.
does.
That's it, yeah.
Ellie Goulden. Is she still about? She was big
Yeah, I
time.
think she's certainly more about than Hadouken. It's Hadouken. Remix your brain.
Panic at the Disco. could be-
Nah, Brandon. He's still doing stuff.
Brandon Bron.
He's still doing.
God, what a name.
He's still doing stuff. He's on Broadway and that sometimes.
Oh,
Mm,
maybe that'll be it.
big 10
Elias
years
doing a bit of
Oh,
Wicked from Broadway.
Jay Sean.
Down.
Baby, are you down?
What a song that is. That's
That's a
top
great
tier, that,
song,
of
that.
all the songs ever made.
Yeah.
That,
All the
I'm
songs
joking.
ever.
Not even
Which one's
talking.
that? Can you sing a bit?
Well, it
Baby,
doesn't-
don't worry. You're my only.
No need to worry. Baby, are you down?
Oh, okay, yeah, thank you. Now I've got it in my head. Yeah.
So that's what Elias is going to come out doing.
Yeah.
He's going to come out Jay Sean's down.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll come out next week looking like a member of The Wanted.
Oh.
I'm glad he came.
He hits Riker and goes, hey, lads, it was an honest mistake.
Yeah, cheers.
Is that one of their songs as well, is it?
No, I just was thinking around that period.
I remember like the all-time low. Oh, do you know
Get it from an old time. Yeah.
One thing is, there's songs that I listened to 10 years ago in the clubs, but
Well, when
to be
you
honest
said-
with you, the clubs I go to, they're still playing those same songs. So
When you said 10 years ago, my mind had to force itself not to think, oh, the year 2000.
Yeah,
10 years ago.
Yeah. 10 years ago was 2011. I started uni 10 years ago.
Me too. It's sickening.
Where's the time?
Nine,
gone, eh?
9.
Where's the time gone?
hey, that time flies when you're on your ass, as the expression goes.
Yeah.
Who,
Supposed
no,
to
it
be
was.
Marley
Who
Musin,
was
sorry.
what's he? Not Lethal Bizzle. Tiny Temper.
Tiny Timber.
Not Lethal Bizzle. Tiny Temper.
Pass out.
Pass out. Yeah, pass out. That was the big song.
He's big in WWE canon, though, because he did Written in the Stars, didn't he?
Yeah.
A million miles away.
Dappy was number 1 when I started uni.
Nah.
Oh,
Nine.
mate.
What was that song? No regrets.
No
No regrets. That one. No more crying after yesterday. Hey. Can we move on to the
Yeah,
AJ
we'll move on.
versus
Sorry.
Orton thing? 'Cause I'm dying of death here.
Seeing how long we could go on for.
Just dance, gonna be okay.
Yeah, yes.
We've missed one more song that was very
Go on.
LMFAO's Party Rock anthem
Oh,
was everywhere. Yeah,
yeah.
you couldn't escape that song.
Yeah.
Every
So the hair
day
for
I'm
that,
shuffling.
yeah.
I don't know what I did.
Randy Orton beats AJ Styles in the main event after Riddle comes down to try and stop. Ooh, dramatic pause. Orton from interfering. Oh, almost. Right. After match, Orton tells Riddle he should have stayed away, but they hug it out. Then Orton RKO's Riddle to end the show.
But they
Of
haven't
course
broken
he
up.
did.
They haven't broken up, man.
They were never together.
Tom Campbell thinks, he said before Raw, Orton's going to break up with Riddle as a tag team. And I said, Orton and Riddle are going to win the belt at SummerSlam. And then that Raw happened, and Mitch put in the chat, well done, Tom, spot on. And I stayed quiet, but privately I'm thinking, nah, I might still be right here. I think you're right. I don't think they've broken up.
One of the I've got it written down somewhere. They're back together. How can it go? But I thought I wrote it down, but I haven't. One of the commentators goes, I think it was Byron Saxton, was like, it looks like RKO are back together. RK Bro are back together. Haha. I think Orton's just playing Riddle like a fiddle.
Yes.
Playing Riddle like a fiddle. Love it.
Because he's a dirty snack.
Yes.
But that match was as textbook as a match can be textbook from the book of text.
Yeah.
Aye. It was good.
Not going to say about
Fine.
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
they're both pros, aren't they?
They're both
such
workers,
pros.
brother.
Yeah.
They're wrestlers.
Brother. I think Orton, the way that he's going in interviews and stuff, is going to become his generation's Kevin Nash. Like the person who later in life people are going to think, he's actually sound. He was a bit of an arse back in the day. But he's all right now.
When you're that entertaining outside the ring, you can be
Yeah.
very cool.
You were
Yeah.
saying earlier, like teenagers want to be 20s, we want to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
30.
yeah.
I want to be Kevin Nash now. Just
Yeah.
60-year-old Kevin Nash now. Imagine living life like that.
I literally cannot.
That's amazing. I love Kevin Nash, mate.
Yeah.
I got paid 15 grand.
Yeah.
Whoop.
So is it like, why didn't you go to WWE after WCW died immediately? He goes, well, I can go on the road and make my downside of $100,000 a year, or I can sit on my ass drinking beer and getting high all day and get $2.2 million on the hill. What would you do? It's like, I love you, Nash. It's being honest. No, but the spirit of it. No.
No.
I would have done what Kevin Nash did.
I would have done what Kevin
Yeah.
Nash did.
NXT. Dakota Kai says she'll make an example out of Sarai on the way to Takeover. She beats her in a good opening match and tries to do a beatdown, but Raquel Gonzalez runs in for the save. She accepts Dakota's challenge, but says she's going to tear her apart.
What did I miss last week? Because I didn't see NXT last week, and I thought Dakota would be the babyface now.
No.
After the split? Why is Raquel the babyface? Everyone was cheering Dakota last time I watched NXT.
She is still the heel, though.
Yeah.
Dakota's still a heel.
She's the heel, but everyone cheered her because heels are cool and because she's good.
I thought that when they broke up, I thought they were going two definitive directions.
I
Two
thought-
rivals.
Well, I think that Raquel's the face, definitely, but it's just that people think Dakota's really cool. I do as well.
I think
class.
Raquel's a bit on the boring side for me.
Whoa!
Do you think so?
A bit on the boring side, yeah.
Oh,
I think
I
she's
like
very good at what she does, but I think she's need a little bit more.
She's really good at boring.
No, she's good at like the imposing wrestling, big babby cool
Big Mammy cool.
Yeah.
thing, but I think she needs a little bit more. Me, so
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair
that's my
enough.
personal opinion. Whatever floats your boat, though.
But Dakota's great. Love Dakota. Yeah.
But Sarai was good in this because she's like one of those modern day wrestlers who's like very fluid with all the moves and whatnot, and then she shears Dakota in the face again, and does other things that are really rugged and look hard hitting. I like that mix.
You should watch Stardom then. Get a subscription.
I watch enough wrestling.
Okay,
Nothing
fair
against
enough, fair
Stardom. I just watch enough.
No,
wrestling.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what tell people, it's like, what about Impact? You're like,
Yeah.
what about it?
Hey, if we did Impact content, no one would watch it. It's as simple as that. That's why we don't do it.
Yeah.
Aye, right.
It's not our fault.
Impact fans,
Your fault.
you weirdo.
And we can say what they like because they're not
No,
listening.
it's like when we did AEW reviews. No one watched them. That's why we had to stop them. It's as simple as that.
But AEW is going to get big soon. I cannot wait
Yeah,
for
so we're
those
seeing Punk
big
and that
names
coming
to
back.
turn up. Yeah, CM Punk's gonna save our day.
Yay. Hit Row got a promo saying that Santos Escobar disrespected their culture when he stole Swerve Scott's grill.
He
How do you
did.
say that? Swerve Scott. They burn a lucha mask to prove their point.
You can't do that in wrestling. It's
getting-
not right.
It's getting serious now.
It's not right.
It's not. You know, this isn't right. Ilya Dragunov appearing in NXT for the first time, wearing a turtleneck, looking stunning.
And he got lost, didn't he? He came in the wrong way.
Oh, did he?
And then he couldn't find the hard cam.
Was that not the way?
No.
Oh.
Because that's a tie-in because Pete Dunne comes out. Professional. Hey?
Oh, it's his first day.
Me?
Ilya's.
Dragunov. All right, got you,
Yeah,
got
thank
you.
you.
Ross, they're just saying that I'm professional and I missed the joke next.
Oh, speaking of missing the joke, we'll leave a pause here. Pete Dunne arrives and says he carried the UK scene on his back.
Peter, you gave it an F5 if you're carrying on. Oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever said. Why?
That
How
was
did
good,
that?
mate.
Thank you.
That was
Cheers.
good.
God.
It's fine.
It's the wine.
wrong with it.
Not the word.
alive. We're going to make it thrive.
Everyone getting signed to be and getting paid minimum wage. Allegedly, no one's confirmed that. But yeah, no one's denied it either. And he's the real star. Dragunov says he'll do what Dunne never did, beat Volta, and they agreed to wrestle in the main event. Dragunov went from being the guy who would peel these crazy faces and be like, unbesiegable, like he's unbreakable, you can't hurt him. That's why he's so good against Walter, because Walter's like, I'm going to hit you really hard. He's like, I don't care, ha ha ha. He's like, yes, I'm very happy to be here. I'm going to do the
Yeah.
things. I'm like,
I thought I was
here we
being
go.
dictated to by a dictator. Like, here is what we are going to do in war. That's what I felt like watching Ilya Dragunov
Wow.
on NXT. I enjoyed it. Like, it's obviously different to what you know and love from elsewhere. I
I can
assume.
see why Matthew didn't like it.
Yeah, they're too different.
Yeah, I get people who only watch NXT or WWE or Raw, they'll go, Matthew, why are you complaining? Isn't this the person you like? Says, yes, but look what they've done. Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the main event will be all right. LA Knight squashes Andre Chase. He instructs Cameron Grimes to wipe him down after the match. But Ted DiBiase arrives. He says Knight needs to put the $1 million title on the line one more time. Knight agrees and says that if he beats Grimes, DiBiase becomes his new butler. What if he gets two butlers?
Telegraph the finish there, haven't they? Because Ted's not sticking around.
Yeah, Ted's not going to be.
My dude needs the money.
That bloody hypocrite.
His boy's got lawyer bills to pay.
I'd groaned.
Ted. Yeah, he's annoyed me as well.
No, yeah, you were on LA Knight's side when he initially won the title.
You chose LA Knight.
And now you're seeing the fans cheering Cameron Grimes, and he was on someone else's side. Fickle.
Cameron,
Fickle.
But they're both rich.
Cameron.
They're both rich, though. He's not like...
But it makes me think, like, if LA Knight were to win, that Ted DiBiase wouldn't hold up his side of the bargain. He's that much of a hypocrite. You just go away.
He's a snake.
He says, yeah, not to be trusted. The $1 million man, Ted DiBiase,
It's not to be trusted.
is not to be trusted.
Breaking
That's
news.
what we've learned today.
Gigi Dolan cuts a promo saying that this isn't a job for her like it is for the others in the division. It's about running through everyone
I was
else.
going to say, don't say that. They'll get rid of you.
She beats Amari Miller in quick fashion and celebrates with JC Jane. And I like her
So-
abdominal stretch into the slam.
Bomb thingy.
And I
Yeah.
think that at some point, I forgot to write it down, but I think at some point as well, Mandy Rose's group or the Robert stuff, I'm really confused what's going on with this whole thing. Were they
Mandy
looking at
has
them
her
as
eyes
well?
on a lot of people.
Yeah, Mandy's. It's like when you scout too many people on Football Manager and you can't sign them all.
So Mandy Rose got around a lot of things. Was like, yeah, total jobs.
Total jobs.
Total
Like,
jobs.
just she might,
Oh, is in the job centre.
because everyone's getting released.
Is that like a
Ah,
brand
yeah.
of? Is that a brand of job
Didn't
centre?
really work, did it?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it works now. You've explained
Yeah,
it.
it's fine.
That's always the best way, isn't it? We have to explain what you...
Yeah, not only if you bomb Matthew, you have
pull
to
up the-
come to the front of the class and explain what this is supposed to be. Okay. William Regal brings out Colton O'Reilly to decide the stipulation of their final match.
Regal's fuming.
He was fumming.
I'm fuming.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, wait. He says it'll be 2 out of 3 falls, with each man picking one of the steps. O'Reilly picks a normal singles match.
Oh, man.
Of course he does. While Cole picks a street fight.
He's
they
gone for
begin
the ham
Good.
sandwich from Tesco, ain't he? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this new Kyle O'Reilly. He was so funny, effortlessly funny. Easy for me to say, effortlessly funny in Undisputed Era. He'd steal any scene he was in if he's just in the background doing some goofy stuff. And now he's off on his own, and they've done it. They've carrying crossed him. They've stripped it all away and said, Kyle, go and be wholesome and relatable and caring and an upstanding human being. And he's naff. He's terrible. Bring back the old Kyle. It's so much better. And then, God, just the fact he made it a singles match, his reasoning did make sense. I've got to say that. But when you're this naff and you've gone for the naffest stipulation, it just adds to the naffness. I'm sick of him.
This and when I was like slagging off Pete Dunne before, I am actually a big fan of Pete Dunne. He's fantastic and everything.
Oh, yeah, likewise.
But it reminded me that Trent Seven once did this exact thing to get heat. Where him and Tyler, I think, or him and Pete Dunne, I can't remember which one, but he'd got a tag title shot, or CCK or someone had got a title shot against them. I think it was CCK, yeah. But then they got to choose the first fall. Yeah. And Trent Seven goes, we are choosing a normal singles match. It's really funny. It was mint. But this is what Kyle O'Reilly did, but he did it without a shred of irony. He was like,
I'm here to be an upstanding citizen. I think he said
that's my new character.
I think when Trent Seven did it, he actually turned to all corners of the ring and went, a normal singles match. Because it was progress, the crowd all went way rather than boo.
But I think Tom tried to save the day, as he always does. He made a good point when I was doing a news video with him the other day. I think that was it the Austin and Triple H 3 Stages of Hell had the same 3 stages.
Oh,
yeah, but they weren't picked. They didn't go. You can choose.
Yeah, but Triple H harkened back to that, like for some romantic.
Oh yeah, because we must always all the NXT guys are either going to be referencing Shawn Michaels or Triple H. For some reason.
That 3 Stages of Hell match annoys me because that was a month before Austin beat Rock at WrestleMania.
Yes, but then that people said that set the groundwork for then Austin teaming up with Triple H.
Being desperate and having to turn to Vince because you knew he couldn't. Okay.
Then other people have also said that's an excuse for lazy writing. I'm like, look, 2001 was what it was. All right. And
start off well.
2021, exactly. Yes, it did. Just one. They began to crawl and are separated by security. Regal furiously announces that the third fall will be a cage match. Now, neither of them wanted to pick it because they were like, it won't go to a. Yeah.
We're both going to win.
It was painful watching as well for a Kyle O'Reilly fan. Well, the old Kyle O'Reilly. Because Adam Cole schooled him in promo class here, and it was horrible. It was a massacre with a microphone.
I mean, Cole's brilliant.
Yeah. You can see why, as much as I've not enjoyed it, why Adam Cole has been at the top of NXT for so long. He's oozing charisma. He's on promos. Everyone cheers for him. They're supposed to be booing him. And there hasn't been many people that go to him mic to mic.
Yeah,
he's got the cold blue eyes of a model.
You know who can?
He's a beautiful man.
Who can?
The Rock. Imagine a promo battle.
Do you mean The Rock or do you mean
NXT's The Rock?
Right, okay.
NXT's The Rock, obviously.
The $1 million champion up against Adam Cole. That is printing millions of dollars. Literally.
I think, by the way, Adam Cole raided us on Twitch again last night, which is lovely.
He did.
What a guy.
So Sam was playing a weird game I couldn't really figure out, and then everyone was like, do you see Adam Cole raided us? And Sam was like, yeah, does that all the time.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Did he actually?
No. No, I'm joking. Try to get on the Twitch stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah, whatever, Adam Cole.
But it sounds like Sam Wood.
Yeah.
No. Like, oh my God, Adam Cole, thank you very much.
He said it was him over there, Andrew over there. I wouldn't believe you.
Honestly, the fact that me and Ross both went, he did.
I know the fact that I'm like, oh no, this is too close to the bone. No. Is that it? Ugh, so nice for you, Adam. No. $1 million man,
Sam would have gone, call me back when it's the Great Muta raiding us. When Sakuraba gets involved.
It's Chono or Oh no. Odyssey Jones beats Trey Baxter in the Breakout tournament. He looked good.
Big throws, isn't it?
Yep.
Big throws. And then the kick to the face.
I was sad for Blake Christian. It's Blake Christian, isn't it? Yeah. I felt sorry for him because I liked the little bits where he's like, I'm going to go this way. But then they were very charismatic together. They you knew it was a contest, and they were both like, "Oh, well, there's Clash of Styles. What are we gonna do?" But I felt sorry for him because I thought he was probably gonna win the tournament. I didn't necessarily want him to. I thought there was loads of good guys in it, but I think because he was one of the only ones I knew the most, I was like, "Oh, well, he's gonna win." It was my own bias, but I like Odyssey Jones as well. He's very cool. Yeah, it was all right match.
Look, Mum, I've did it.
Mm-hmm.
Good promo that.
Yeah.
Because he spoke about his own family.
Yeah.
And not about
His
somebody
own.
else's.
Remember Edge? You paying attention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis go on their first stage. I skipped all of these. With Gargano and Candice
You
playing.
are joking.
It was the best
Oh
part.
no, you didn't put with the role of overly protective parents.
Yeah.
No funny
Gargano
business.
eventually disguises as a
I've missed the
waiter
middle bit. Sorry.
and accidentally puts Lumis' face in a cake. It's all very hilarious, Maffew.
No, it is. It is actually
was
very
good. I
hilarious.
enjoyed
I
it.
put the note there
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, to remind me that it was.
It was hilarious.
I'm
it was.
glad for you.
Yeah, so they were giving Dexter the stereotypical parent speech of like, well,
Yeah.
what's your game here? No funny business and that.
Yeah.
And then Candice was there as an undercover agent with a camera and a microphone and whatnot, and she was walkie-talkieing Johnny back home. And then Johnny rocked up as a fake waiter and got cake in Dexter's face.
Yeah.
And, hey,
It was good.
it was good.
It was funny.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I
It
did.
was my favourite part of this week's NXT, apart from The Rock.
Oh, was that the move of the week? The cake, the face.
Yeah, that could be.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Oh,
we don't joke about move of the
No, we
week.
don't.
I'll say that though. I do like Dexter Lumis acting, which is just staring and not saying anything. So it's what you want from a man.
I didn't
really,
realise how raunchy it got last when they showed the highlight.
Oh,
in the ring.
Oh,
Should give him a Thez
The
press.
Thez press.
yeah. There's
Adam Pachi went wild.
It's his favourite move.
Favorite move.
Favourite wrestler.
Because it made him sound really weird there, didn't it? Because Luther's his favourite wrestler. He doesn't do that to.
He's a fan of romance as well. He's probably buzzing about, oh, hooray.
Yeah. You know, Luke Tez was like that. Honey, I'm home. And she runs out his wife, Mrs. Tez. It's like a small dog. Dragunov faces Dunn in the main event. Well, I don't know if I was having Dragunov versus Volta in the take hour.
You're not going to mention
Boa?
Boa?
Oh, yeah, Boa.
Miss Boa?
No.
Boa.
Boa versus Drake Maverick?
Oh, there we go. Boa beats Drake Maverick after Mei Ying missed him behind the referee's back.
Smoke weed every day. Blew it in his face.
Hey.
And he got confused and dazed and whatnot, and Boa snuck in there for a victory.
But he didn't care because he was blazed. So, oh, that's whatever.
Good times.
Like Tian Shaw's what's her character called? Tian Shaw's the stable.
Mei Ying,
Mei Ying is the
leader.
The
Leader.
And the weed smoker
Leader.
blows it in the face.
Yeah.
It was all right.
It was a fine match.
Fine. Now we can talk about
Drake's lost without killing.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can talk about the main event, which I bet you can't wait to talk about.
I'm just saying. You would have thought
I know.
if Dragunov is on the show,
Yeah.
and he's going to take on Volta, the last boss of NXT.
UK.
Nah, both of them. Then you would maybe, oh God, I don't know, have Dragunov win a match.
Possibly.
Pete Dunne wins after Volta comes down
Yeah,
and gives him a
but-
stare. And people point out, some lovely guy, I think it was Raw Observer, point out, like, no, NXT UK, show I don't watch every week, they point out that Ilya gets off his game when Walter's around. He puts him off. So that actually made sense. They didn't do a good job of explaining that on commentary at all.
I mean, it was just a stereotypical wrestling interference, wasn't it?
It felt
Big,
like every
scary heel.
Raw match from the last 10 years.
Huh? You're here? Oh, I've been hit from behind.
You know what? If Volta had winked, it would have been all right.
It's not like he shot a tank at him. that would have
have
been
bounced
a
off,
distraction.
Dragunov.
Yeah.
It'd have been all right if that happened.
He'd have uppercutted it mid-air, back
That's
at him.
right. But after the match, the champ goes to attack Dragunov, but gets knocked out from the ring with a torpedo Moscow.
He got away.
Yes.
And Dragunov holds up the belt to hold the show, and Volta does the, ooh, I'll get you, I'll give you what for. And I'm like,
So it's
this
not,
is exactly what me and other people complain about when we see people who are amazing doing their own thing, and they come to WWE, and
Gets watered down
it's
a bit.
the exact same, almost step for step.
Yeah.
Like, they just replaced the character models in NXT 2K20 with something else, and that's why I moan and bitch. But the match will be phenomenal, so who cares?
I don't think it was that bad what happened here, because it looked like Dragunov was going to win, and then Volta came out, and then Pete Dunne attacked him from behind and won, and then Dragunov got away from Volta with a move. So he did something to Volta. I don't think it was that bad. It is weird, though, that they just wouldn't have him against someone, I don't know, who's like quite good but could lose.
Drake Maverick.
Who's
Quite
In
good.
kayfabe, quite high up the card, but could lose to Dragunov.
Roddy Strong.
Someone like that, yeah.
It could have
Dick
had any of the
Golden
people
Balls
they,
would have been perfect
yeah,
for that role.
any of the people they could have, had on the roster a week ago. But
the-
oh well.
I think a hidden subtext was Pete Dunne's Saudi Arabia attire.
Oh.
Black, green, and gold.
Oh.
So of course he cannot lose if he's representing.
Oh.
Gold.
Was it black, green, and gold?
What? The colours of the Saudi Arabia flag are green and white.
Yeah, but gold's everywhere in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, right. Yeah, got you. Right.
Oh, I see. That's the money they're paying for the. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is Saudi Arabia's flag just green?
It's green with a white moon.
Green and a white moon,
crescent and
yeah.
Star, yeah. Love flags.
Yeah.
My favourite flag for anyone who's interested is
Oh, go on.
is Cuba's flag. It's lovely.
What's your favourite flag?
I was going to say the old Soviet Union hammer and sickle.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Mine's the Union Jack. God save our queen.
Should we
And
end up-
just to know the members of royalty who are in the news this week.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
AEW Dynamite.
Oh, bloody hell.
But I wanted to ask you first. Actually,
go
a
on.
question, Matthew. Who do you want to win a takeover in that UK title match?
Mate, I think the winners will be the fans.
Who do you
But-
want to win the match?
Oh, I wasn't ready for this. We cut them both in half, so we both get. No, it's not.
You
how it
don't
works.
know. You don't know.
You know what? If there was ever someone to beat Volta,
Okay.
Ilya Dragunov.
Okay.
Now is the time. The poor man NXT, he's got a bit of the rub on the main roster.
Now is the time. No.
Here's the time.
Rampage Brown. I want him to
Yeah,
be
there's a
one.
chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could happen.
Could happen. Could happen.
Yeah.
With
If
the
not
world-
Ilya, I don't know who.
With the world at his feet, there's no one he can't beat. Yes, it can be done.
That was terrible, that
That's a
song.
bad song, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, if they have a wrestler who can compete in NXT normal, is Volta just going to hang around NXT UK?
It's amazing, isn't it, how he's got this far by going, no, I'm not coming to America. Are you joking?
I'm going for a holiday, but I'm leaving. I don't like the country. Being very honest about it.
I respect the cojones. The game on Volta, sorry.
When he was asked about the Survivor Series match as well, I was like, oh, what a waste of time that was. Don't know why they did it. Like, wow.
Where did he say that?
Oh, I did an interview with somewhere, and he was like, oh, so yeah, you're in like Survivor Series 2019 for like, a few minutes. And he was like, yeah, don't know why I haven't bothered.
He's the first one out, wasn't he? That was a shock.
Yeah,
That was bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we start with
Everyone's
AEW,
stupid.
Maffew,
Oh, go on.
just do the signs. Because I know you're gagging for it. Just say them. What was it about?
Oh,
What was
there
happening?
was a load of them. But it was just like, it was fun because on Twitter I posted a load of them. It was mostly one person, but the entire wrestling arena been doing it at the minute. But it was just you going, if there's one thing I've learned today on Twitter, it's that I'm not that big of a nerd. I'm
No,
the
I'm
only
just-
fan who doesn't play games.
The only wrestling
Let's
fan
go,
who's not really
"Aw."
into video games. Like,
That's
I
fine.
I like
No,
fine.
I'm not. I'm like a halfway. Like I've got a big.
You get a lot of the references Maffew makes. though.
It depends on which game, but yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah.
Yeah, because some of them like just become.
I don't
like,
get modern games
meme
because
things or
I've,
like
I've not had a
just get
console for like
popular.
10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think it would be funny if someone showed up with just like FIFA is class or something like that.
Yeah, people were speculating. I think it was funny. Not the man the Final Fantasy 8 signs that were put on just to bore the people here, but it would be interesting if you were going just to see your frame of reference and stuff. If you were going to an AEW show and they were like, "You're not allowed in unless you got a nerd sign," you're like, "All right, what would you do?"
Can you make FIFA headers not like beach balls, please, when they happen? Because when you do like corners and headers on FIFA, the ball
Yeah.
turns into a beach ball and floats away, and it's so
So
annoying.
yours would be, can you make
Can you make
Yeah,
the
hang
balls
on.
heavy during corners as
fixed
well?
corners?
Fixed corners.
Fixed
FIFA.
corners on FIFA.
EA fixed corners.
Yes.
Aye.
That would be so
That'd be
bad.
good. There we
That's
go.
the thing is like,
So good.
I did play different games in my childhood. Like I played all the wrestling games in my childhood, and it's always been FIFA all the way through. I only play FIFA today on Twitch. That's my only gaming at the minute.
That's fine.
Football Manager. There was a few
Oh,
when
okay,
when they released the new GTA, I blast that until I get bored of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but outside of that, I'm struggling.
It's good. You don't have to be a huge. I was saying, you don't have to be a huge nerd, but AEW.
I'm not
helps.
even saying I've not used the word nerd once. I'm not into video games.
I'll use it.
I'm
It's
not.
alright.
I'm not being derogatory.
That's good. I thought you said it's adorable. Like, oh, I'm sorry for not being a nerd. It's like, oh, you don't have to apologize. No, this is all self-inflicted.
No, I was just reading. It mainly was your Twitter yesterday, and all the numbers and the interactions of, oh, that's a good one. And I was like, oh, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm the odd one out. I'm the only one.
I'd go for.
Oh yeah, what would you do?
Did anyone else find Blast Corps really hard? Because I did
good.
when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was very hard. Game.
That dump truck where you got to slide it into
Yeah.
the. Oh.
Blast is a little game where there's a games that need plot, but like there's a truck that's got like bombs on it, and you're like, if that touches anything, it's gonna blow up, and
You got
we're
to
all gonna
demolish
die.
everything in
So you
front
have to
of it.
demolish every
Yeah.
building in front of it.
Really stressful.
And it's
Horrible.
like, okay, but then there are a few vehicles which are very hard to control, and you like whack on the
Sometimes
stick
you've
and
gotta
hit it with a bat, and you
sometimes
just
you've gotta
absolutely decimate that part.
Sometimes you've got to find an appropriate vehicle to demolish whatever it is and run out and run across and get in that one. And all the while, the bomb's getting closer.
Yeah.
Is it more stressful than Overcooked?
I've never played Overcooked.
man.
Overcooked gets stressful.
Kayla
yeah.
introduced me to that, and we'll do like you can do 2-player at one time, so you're both in the kitchen. I hate that game because it's not enjoyable.
Not fun.
It's just stressful.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Oh,
Crash Team Racing's another recent game I've got at home.
there we go.
There we go. It's a different
yeah.
one. I've played a few games,
Yeah.
not too many.
No, that's good. Young Rich. What's his name? What did we call him?
Oh, young Jamie.
Yeah, young Jamie. Sorry, I forgot. What would you do as your
I thought you'd
name
actually
sign?
forgot Andrew's name. I was like, oh.
I go. Did you know if you had a Master System, you can turn it on and it's already got Sonic 1 on it?
Master System's already got Sonic 1 on
Alex Kidd. Oh, Rich Boy with a second version of the Master System.
I had the cheaper version of it. I had the Master
No, we've had
That's
this.
right.
You've said this on Desert Island Graps already. I'm
What?
afraid we're going to have to cut that
did?
short.
Oh.
No, don't cut it. I'm joking.
We'll cut it out.
I'm joking.
Cut off for swearing profusely.
For anyone who
Honestly.
couldn't hear, Andrew denied having a second generator. What generator? I don't know what he was.
No, version 2. Yeah, that'll work for people.
You denied that, Andrew.
I denied it.
Fair.
Okay.
Have we just caught you in the act?
What?
No,
What? I'm
you.
confused.
Me too.
First version of Master System. You switched it on. You got Alex Kidd.
No, I had a. No, on the Master System 2, you got Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Which was the cheaper version.
Yeah, it came out afterwards, so it must have been,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, we've sorted it then.
That was incredibly unexciting. This could all be you, Ross. All these amazingly anticlimactic conversations. All of you are a nerd. But you're not. You watch wrestling. Wrestling shows like AEW Dynamite. MJF cuts a backstage promo on Jericho, hyping the fourth labor against Wardlow later on tonight. He warns Wardlow not to mess up again after losing to Cody at the cage last year, and he hands Wardlow an apple, and Wardlow crushes it.
Like Bob Mortimer.
Was that the only reference it was there for, just to Wardlow to show how strong he is? Or is it in reference to maybe the new Yoik show, maybe? Dropping a little thing in there? I don't know.
Well, the apple.
MJF will be there. That's why.
Because the big apple.
I always look because
God.
there's so much symbolism and subtext in AEW because they don't treat us fans as mugs.
It's like film and media studies
know,
again.
yeah.
The
I was just
apple
saying,
was symbolic.
What could the apple mean?
I feel like I'm at uni seminar.
I thought I meant Carlito was going to show up for the fifth labor.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
They
It's just so we
wouldn't
could
that,
do
would
this.
they? Yeah.
Lovely.
And not like Omos, right? For all the tribal idiots out there who like to hate on one company, not the other. Because when Omos did it, it was clearly a gimmicked apple. But that one Wardlow did wasn't. Therefore, AEW's better.
That was a shoot.
Guess
a
what?
Shoot apple.
It was a stunt apple.
That apple's having pizza for dinner.
How's that for pal driving Miss Daisy? An awful pun. Omega and the Bucks take on the Seidel brothers and Dante Martin.
Who is?
I was going to say, Ross is revving up his lungs now.
Oh my god!
You can read that out there, that first line.
Dante Martin is a silly man.
A silly man.
The Elite win despite a brave effort from Dante. Christian and Jurassic Express come to the ring afterwards. Don Callis tells Christian he has a great finisher, and Omega can't wait to kick out of it.
good, that.
Hey! It's a good reference to the Scott Hall story.
Oh.
Came back in 02.
Oh, that's what he said.
Let's talk about the backstage attitude that they had. And they go, no, we'll be nice when we come into WF and all the...
Did they say it to the Dudleys?
Yeah. Hey, Bubba, love your finisher. Can't wait to kick out of it. And they're like, but Dudley's like,
Yeah.
So, we were rubbing people the wrong way, apparently. So.
I would do everything I could to avoid annoying Bubba Ray Dudley in life ever. So I'm quite. I mean, I know
you
they're
would.
also big.
Scott Hall's like, hello, Bubba.
I think Bubba Ray
Hello.
Dudley. I think Bubba Ray Dudley could batter Scott Hall. Probably.
In
Bubba
2002.
thinks he could.
2002. I think Bubba Ray Dudley.
He's from New York.
He's a bear of a man. Scott Hall's more of like a body. I don't know.
Scott
He's
Hall
a,
can
no,
hang.
he's a bear.
He can
All
hang.
that
both
hair.
bear.
Scott Hall's
I want to
huge.
see it. Like, I want to see it. It would
bear
be
off.
good to see. Delicious.
I can't wait to kick her. I can't wait to kick you out of bed.
But I think Andrew needs to play the thing now because it's time. It's time, Andrew. Play the thing.
Oh my! Oh, baby!
not gone for a wrestling move this week. I have simply gone for Dante Martin getting back into the ring because he stood on the floor and somehow, some way, he did a back somersault and went through the middle ropes from the floor. He defied gravity, and I cannot work it out. How do you... He stood up straight, and he went backwards and used his hands and pushed off the apron. How does that happen?
I don't know.
That is my move of the week. I've never, ever seen anyone enter a wrestling ring with such panache.
He's like Idina Menzel.
And razzmatazz. Bit of razzle-dazzle.
I was bamboozled watching this.
Bamboozled.
The man who left gravity on red.
Yeah,
Dante Martin.
Forget about all the good moves he did in the match to other wrestlers,
Yeah.
but the way he got in the ring was the most impressive one.
But he did do good moves in the match as
He
well.
did do, yeah.
He did the jumping, twisty Hurricane Rana head scissors thing. He did, it's Shelton Benjamin. You know when Shelton Benjamin would just jump onto the top rope. But he did it in the corner. Dante Martin did it on the side.
Yeah.
He did
Without
the
using his
squirrel,
hands.
The squirrel splash.
Yeah.
You know those squirrels
Yes.
that have got the web
Oh,
in there?
yeah,
You just
yeah.
go, wee, like
Yeah.
that. Fantastic.
I forgot who was on Twitter, but they said, bloody hell, he could do everything Ricochet could do, but he's got hair.
Oh, Ricochet's a handsome bald man.
He has got a good bald head.
Oh, yeah. Looks good bald.
Andrew does.
I just got a good bald head.
bald
He's
head.
our Ricochet, yes.
Yes.
I'll not give him too much credit, but where it's due.
Have to begrudgingly admit that yes.
Good bald head.
Yeah.
So those old school promos. I may not like you, but I respect your bald head.
But he also backflipped out of the Snapdragon and looked a bit Osprey-esque, in my opinion. The way he stood a bit like an anime man after he did it. Then he carried on doing Dante Martin stuff. I feel sorry for his brother because we've all kind of forgotten about him now. But he's good too. He'll be back.
Dante Martin and Don't Martin. Yeah. Yeah, right. And this leads into Christian says he's been talking to Tony Khan and he will face Omega for the Impact title on the debut episode of Rampage. Jungle Boy reveals that Jurassic Express will face the Bucks for the tag titles on next week's Dynamite. And we're also getting, it's not being put here, but we're also getting Christian versus Omega at All Out.
Oh, I thought we just have mentioned it already. Sorry.
no worries. Which,
Wait, no, didn't I? Yeah, well, I thought that had already been announced last week, maybe. Maybe not.
No.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry.
So this happened, and it was interesting because Christian, we all want Hangman. And then it's also inconvenient for Christian, who's got this win streak going on, to not only be overshadowed by Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and even Marco Stunt, but also at the same time, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are maybe not coming in. It's like, and then Christian.
And Joseph
It's
Connor.
Christian.
And Joseph Corners. Yes, there we go. It's like, oh, okay. Happy for you, pal.
I think he'll win the Impact title.
I don't.
I think
Do you think?
they'll have to change there to put that bit of doubt. Or is this WWE just blinkering my outlook on everything? Because of course the champion always loses before a big championship match. Therefore, you know they can lose.
Maybe. I feel like in an ideal world, although obviously with Hangman's situation it's been delayed a bit, I thought that Omega was going to lose the AEW belt first, so that Hangman, it was like maximum impressiveness when he finally beats Kenny Omega, and then Omega would lose his other belts after that. But now if he loses the Impact one first, does that make Hangman's eventual victory, which I'm assuming is going to
Less
happen,
impactful.
less impactful?
Yeah, what you said makes sense, but I'm looking forward to Christian winning the Impact title.
It should be a good match.
Then losing the AEW title and hold the Impact title and going, the Impact title, oh, what a pittance. And throwing it. But yeah. Darby Allin beats Daniel Garcia. 2.0 attack him afterwards, but Sting saves the day, meaning we're getting a Sting and Darby tag match next week against 2.0. And of course it's Tornado rules because that's how Sting rolls.
Who's going to win? Can 2.0 do it?
Looking forward to that. Matt Hardy and Private Party defeat Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, and Wheeler Yuta, thanks to interference from the other members of Hardy's stable. In the next match, Chris Statlander gets a measure of revenge by beating Nyla Rose. Chris Statlander's 450 was very impressive.
And she nailed the pendulum moonsault, which she's not quite nailed in the past. And I'm not saying that in an arseholy way, just an observation.
Certainly was. Also, Wheeler Yuta revealed, maybe not revealed, but he WWE declined to sign him. and
Oh.
doing
What was the
their
phrase
mass
used?
signing.
The phrase used with wheelie, it was like a shoe-in to be signed by WWE with the old NXT. The old NXT. But with the big sweaty man NXT coming, apparently, allegedly, he missed out.
Men XT.
But
Men NXT.
Men XT. But
Where
now
women
it's,
are also allowed.
Yeah. As long as they're
Men XT, back to featuring women.
as long as they're tall and under 30.
Yes. People like going, oh no, I can't believe they didn't sign Wheelie Yuta. But it's like, if they had signed him, chances are he'd been let go by now. The past few weeks ago, and so a bit of a weird story. Tony Schiavone brings out hometown hero Britt Baker, and they had all the gold and black. I call it yellow and
Terrible
black. and
towels.
some
Copying Newcastle
Pittsburgh
fans,
things.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Portsmouth at home, 2006, 2007. Says hello, AEW.
Okay, were you there? Were you there? Or was this
I was there, yeah. Where everyone got a free scarf.
nice?
Well, the official debut of the scarf at St James's Park happened at Alan Shearer's testimonial, and I was there as well on the 11th of May 2006, where everyone was doing that with it. And then they brought the scarves back for all the fans in the stadium for Portsmouth at home the following season in a Premier League game. So that's why I got a bit mixed up there. But AEW obviously copying the mighty fine Newcastle United.
Yeah, just before Vince McMahon buys them.
Again.
She got a promo promising to beat Red Velvet on Friday to a very loud response. Red Velvet attacks afterwards, and they're separated by the referees. Yep. Don't fancy Red Velvet's chance as much.
No. I like the. I know that I know that Britt's more of a tweener, depending on who she's feuding with, but she's a heel for this one. But I like that AEW regardless of whether they're good or bad, they let them be cheered and like a hero in their hometown. It's really nice. It always makes for like an elevated segment from what it would normally be as well.
She came out the babyface tunnel as well.
Oh,
A nice little touch. But she doesn't seem to know that most wrestlers lose their matches in their hometown, so I'm worried for her.
Oh, not in AEW.
Yeah.
Bloody WWE.
It was weird how that just became a thing.
Vince just hates happiness, I think.
Yeah. And it wasn't just you'll lose. Sometimes like you'll get embarrassed.
JR always got embarrassed.
Oh, we're in Oklahoma next week. You're almost like, oh no.
It was like recently as well. Ali lost in Chicago, didn't he?
Yeah. Against Mason T-Bar. But then he tried to save Mansoor after the match and then got hit again, and it was like, that's a bit needless maybe. But
Because size matters.
Size does matter.
The Good Brothers successfully defend the Impact Tag Titles against Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, despite the involvement of the Elite Hunter, Frankie Kazarian.
he's crap him. He's not. No, he's not. He's not. He's a good wrestler, and I like him, and I liked him in Impact and everything. But his job is to hunt the Elite. Last week, he was the victim of a gang beatdown.
He's always late as well.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's so late.
get them in the entranceway.
Michael Nakazawa laced a basketball into his ribs.
Yeah.
And this week, he doesn't even help. He doesn't even cost them the match.
He's crap.
Frankie.
Why is he the elite hunter? What's the genesis of that story?
Right. So, the Young Bucks made him and Daniels break up. SCU.
Ah, right.
And also, it's taken from he was like the Bullet Club hunter back in Ring of Honor and stuff.
Oh, well, there's
So
another
it's
reference that's
inspired
not
by-
explained very well.
Well, I don't think it's a direct. I think
What?
it's just
Don't you
inspired-
remember everything that happened in New Japan and Ring of Honor 5 years ago?
I think it's just inspired by that. It's like how they did the Summer of Punk again, but they didn't have to like say, "Oh, Punk did this back in." So I think it's all right that they haven't flagged it up, but he's crap at it.
Mate, he couldn't fight sleep. It's useless. Anyway, the Elite hunted. This was a very good match, though, which I don't have to say about Good Brothers, who are usually naff. but
Oh,
they're-
Anderson's a worker. He's a good hand.
I'm not arguing with that.
Gallows is tall.
Gallows is like the Kevin Nash.
Walks around like
La-
Hank Hill's dad from King of the Hill.
He's funny as well.
No, he's funny.
That's
Just
another
not
one.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Everything but wrestling he's good at.
Oh,
I'm
he's
looking
alright.
forward to 55-year-old Luke Gallows, me.
Yes.
Very much like
Did you
Kevin
hear?
Nash.
I forget where I read this, but I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I'll go with it. Because Gallows looks so old, when Funk was there in 2006 in WWE,
You've told us.
Funk, I couldn't believe it. Funk went up to him and said, "Oh, how you doing, buddy? Oh, it's good to see, fellow veterans or whatever." Like, because he just looked like a guy
He was like,
from the
he was
80s.
like, I'm 24.
Yeah. Like, Funk's trying to go, God, I must know him from somewhere.
He would have
whatever.
scullered back then, wouldn't
yeah,
he?
he looked much younger when he shaved his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth.
He looks better now than he did when he was a kid.
He looks gammon. He's the same colour as these lights.
Well, yeah, he looks really red, but he looks better than he did when he was young.
He looked like, speaking of that, I boiled my first gammon
Did you?
this week.
It was nice.
I just was so perplexed about boiling
Boil
it.
it? Do you boil
Just to
it?
see, yeah,
Do you
to
boil-
see if
I've
you-
never made gammon before. Do you boil it?
Yeah, big gammon ham.
I thought you always
I thought you were
assumed
making a
like-
reference to taking somebody down on Twitter.
Because
I
gammon's
boiled
like-
my first.
because it's like bacon but thick. I thought you'd just fry it for ages. Is that not true at all?
Apparently, you
Am
can,
I-
boil,
am I
you can boil it
dangerous-
for a bit. Yeah, you said you can boil it for a bit and then put it in the oven. It takes this long. And I'm
Oh,
like,
the oven?
or you can just boil it.
I've got no idea what gammon is. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Is
the
it just
big-
really thick
big
bacon?
old chunk.
It's like
Yeah,
thick
yeah, yeah.
bacon.
Yeah.
So you can't,
no.
so you shouldn't
Well,
fry
no, it comes as a big joint.
Oh, you shouldn't be frying that then.
Oh, no, not
Oh,
frying,
no.
not putting in the oven. No.
Because it's like bacon.
That'd be funny rolling
Because it's
around.
like bacon. I just assume people fried it.
That's after someone's cut up a joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, to cut a bit off. Right, got you. Got you.
Because I'm like, can you just boil this for a bit? And it turns out, yeah, it was really nice. So,
Fair
felt a
enough.
bit bad after I ate it all, though. And one, I was like, oh,
You hit a whole joint.
I was hungry.
Wow.
I'm bulking. Which means I eat a lot, and then maybe I'll do cardio. QT Marshall and Aaron Solo are here to be nasty to Tony Schiavone. They grab his son from the crowd and beat him up, which seems a bit much.
Punched him in the stomach. like
But
a
here
bullet.
comes Paul White
Well,
to save the day.
it's power.
Yeah. He chokes on Solo and stares menacingly at QT, who runs away. And yes, they got the dude who sang the "Well," who wasn't Michael Hayes, presumably, to do the new Paul White
I
song.
always loved the idea that was Michael Hayes as
It
well.
is Michael Hayes.
It is Michael Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh, there was two versions, wasn't there?
No, it's the other, yeah, that's what I mean.
Ah,
other
the
dude
first,
wasn't Michael Hayes.
the original beat, yeah.
The better one was Michael Hayes.
Ah, the better one.
Because then why did they change it to? Well, it's the big show.
Well. Oh no!
It's the big
He's here again.
Big.
And if he'd stayed, the next one would have been, oh.
That's me then. The podcast. It's a big show.
Can I just say though, the QT Marshall versus Paul White matchup is all of my dreams come true at once.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Nut.
Oh no,
This
it's
tie
good.
is black nut.
No, it's good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be terrible.
Ah.
Maybe I'm not. It might be good. Who knows? But it doesn't fill you with much enthusiasm, does it?
Paul
Does it?
Paul
No.
stared at QT throughout the choke slam. As he's getting his intense.
Well, Paul defending his friend Tony is
Yeah,
quite nice
that was
from
nice.
from Dark Elevation commentary. I assume they're friends now. I don't watch that show.
Yeah, I know they're very friendly. It's Eddie Kingston who comes up on there. He's the sand in the Vaseline because he stirs it up, you know. And Tony gives it back. He's like, "Oh, I see you dressed up, Eddie." Just wearing his normal clothes.
I tuned into this halfway through. I didn't go back and rewatch the
this
start of this
podcast?
segment. No, the start of this
That's a bit
segment.
awkward.
And because Tony looks so fantastic for his age, I always forget that his children will be out. He's very.
It is
out of-
weird, yeah,
So
like,
I
oh,
tu-
they're kids,
I turned
like,
it on
oh.
halfway through, and I was like, "Who's this bloke in the ring?" With Tony and
Tony having
Yeah.
kids when he was 15.
What a stud. No, wait, no. Shouldn't have said that. I meant like what a stallion. I meant like what
Stallion,
I
yeah.
meant like his genetics are strong.
He's a
Can we-
genetic jackhammer.
Chris Jericho faces Wardlow in the fourth labor and wins after MJF is ejected by the referee. Sean Spears attacks Jericho after the match, so Sammy Guevara tries to make the save. The Pinnacle outnumber them though until Jake Hager runs down to clear the ring. MJF gets on the mic, reveals the stipulation for his rematch with Jericho. The Judas effect is banned. Also, no Judas entrance music, so Bob Dylan will be very upset.
They're going to sing it anyway, though. That's what they're hoping for, I guess.
Yeah, and he'll be like, "No, shut up, boo."
Yeah. Stop it, yeah. How do they get it started? Jericho goes.
Yeah, so the left hand side, right, dun 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 dun
Jericho
dun
comes
dun.
out.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
I was very crazy frog there. I caught
Oh,
myself.
that was, wasn't it?
Bit of a sloppy match, I thought this one. But that's just par for the course with
Nelly.
Y2J these days,
Aw,
which is a shame, but also true.
They found a
Yep.
good way of being Wardlow without beating Wardlow.
Yeah.
He hit him with the bat.
Yeah, and was I the only person who remembered this match getting announced last week, and they were like, "Oh, and MJF will be the guest ref."
I think
and
I
it came
assumed-
out,
I
and
did
I
not
because I
assume
went
this.
and looked at it, and then he went, "No, MJF says, and I will be ringside for that match."
Yeah.
and then Jim Ross went, he'll be the special guest
Oh,
referee."
it was JR.
Oh, it was
was it?
Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't really blame him for that
Bloody
one
Jim.
because I thought it was as well.
Okay.
I will be there ringside. I'm like every week. Then you mean?
Yeah.
He should have made himself the ref. That would have been a good stipulation to ensure not fighting Jericho. I
Yeah.
assume he wants to.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah,
he has no faith in
He
Wardlow.
could have really made these stipulations harder than he did. You have to beat Nick Gage. All right, well...
Hold out. Mailbag. I was going to say, if you're going to start blurting ideas that you wanted to see.
Okay,
there's
okay.
a mailbag
Okay.
questions.
Ooh, there we go. There's a tease.
All right.
I was just going to say, you could have made them harder. You could have been like, you have to beat Nick Gage with all your limbs tied together and a rock in your mouth.
You have to fight Nick Gage, who's got a gun.
Yeah.
Say, who's booking that? Mace.
Mace. Oh, right.
Because the kinky stuff there.
tying the limbs together and the chocobos and
Oh.
chocobos.
Submissive, and what was it
Chocobos.
saying? Submissive. and
Readable.
Ah, it makes me feel grim.
That's going to go really well for him, isn't it? Mace, I mean, like, not the person he's tweeting about. Oh my God. That's the week in wrestling.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Let's have a little look in the mailbag. Number 1. Greetings and salutations. Oh, I was thinking we would say salutations. I have 2 completely unrelated questions. First, do you think that the Godfather is in fact the godfather to any wrestler's children?
Ooh.
Undertakers.
I could see that.
Calls him Bear, doesn't he? Nah.
Oh.
My friend Bear.
I like to think when they get like get-togethers and stuff like that, it's like, oh, it's your birthday or whatever. It's like, oh, okay. And then Uncle Godfather shows up like all dressed as he is in 19,000. Yay! Cool, look at it. No, what have you bought him? What have you bought him? I bought him, selection of it. No. He's 10. Get him back.
He turns up to the barbecue. Everyone's wives are like, "Oh God,
Oh, here we go.
I told you not to hang out with him."
He knows it's just a character, right?
But honey, we're BSK for life. Like, shut up. You're 60.
He's still got the tattoo. Second question. What are some wrestling matches that you either very much liked or disliked on first viewing but have since changed your mind? For example, I very much disliked the Bray Wyatt versus John Cena Firefly Funhouse match the first time, but I've come to really enjoy it. And as a kid, the 95 Royal Rumble, because it had my favorite wrestler winning it all, but years later I rewatched it and it's pretty bad. Thanks for your consideration. A referee, Brandon, from Montreal, Quebec.
Ooh.
Oh, merci beaucoup for the
Sorry,
question.
a referee from Montreal. Keep the car running outside. Thank you for the question.
Yeah. I've said it before, but the first proper show I watched was SummerSlam 92. They only had the last 3 matches on. So now, obviously, we all hype up Brett versus Davey Boy. Brett's proudest accomplishment, having an amazing 5-star match with a man who was effed and can remember any of the spots. But when I watched it, I wasn't that particularly impressed because I was invested in Kamala versus Undertaker. Because Kamala came out with his mask and Bobby Heenan yelled, "Kamala's going to put the Undertaker in a pot and cook him."
Yes.
Like my ham.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. And Undertaker arrived on a hearse. I'm like, that's even cooler. The match sucks. Watching it as an adult now, but as a kid, I was enthralled by it and thought nothing of the 2 lads afterwards because, no one's going to eat anybody.
There's no stakes.
Like,
here.
what's the next Lewis
In
out
either
there for?
sense
He's
of
not
the
going to
word.
eat the guy. That's useless.
There's no stakes or any stakes.
Hey. What about you, Ross?
I'm going to flip reverse the question if it can't be flip reversed and think of a match which I hated but I grew to love.
No, I think that is what it
what
is.
we asked?
Yeah.
Oh, vice versa, whichever.
I'm going to go for Survivor Series 2016 Goldberg versus Lesnar. So I remember being
So I was
really, really angry after that match, thinking
Were ya?
they have got to right the wrongs of WrestleMania 20. They've got to put that match in the rearview mirror and give us a 5-star classic. I was like, and then I remember coming to the old office the next day and being angry about it in my video. And I came back outside and the illustrious Dragon Izu, the wise old dragon, was sat there at the desk. And he was like, "You know why they did it, don't they?" And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Make a few headlines." And I was like, "Oh, yeah. They probably did that, didn't they? With how shocking it was. That's a good thing." And then it built a WrestleMania, obviously. And that 5-minute just thunder bastard of a match happened. And that, just I guess that fed into the story. But I just remember being like, no, man, I wanted it to be good after WrestleMania 20. And it wasn't quite good because it was just very short. But looking back now, I can appreciate why they did it.
I remember right as well. That was just after a very long 5-on-5 Survivor Series main event match. And it was also the time I think UFC, all their main event matches were going maybe a minute, 2 minutes. So I thought it was like, oh, well, have the UFC do a UFC style match. But losing.
Maybe that was similar thing into when Lesnar battered Randy Orton and turned him into the wasted screen on GTA.
Jericho shoot fighting with Lesnar backstage.
Yeah. Mine is... it's not a match that I hated. It was just a match that I thought was eh. And then I came to watch it again when I was working here. And I thought, wow, this is like... It was one of the Royal Rumbles. It was the 1990 Royal Rumble, which I always just saw as like one of the old ones where it's a bit crap until 92. No, 1990s Rumble is excellent. Really, really good. And I only learned that like a few years ago when I was like ranking all the Rumbles or something. And I watched it. I enjoyed it more than 92. I know 92's got more of a legacy behind it. It's got Heenan and Flair. But 90, we had so many like moments. The Warrior Hogan stare down. Mr. Perfect just being class and should have won. And the Warlord, yeah. And I think there's a bit where there's two of them. Is it like Funk and Piper or something? Two people are back to back and they're like fighting off the heels. Or is that in a different one maybe?
Wouldn't have been Piper.
No, he would have been maybe on commentary.
No, maybe, sorry, wouldn't have been Piper, wouldn't have been Funk.
Not Funk, sorry.
I can't remember.
Santana maybe?
Maybe.
It's another old school.
Yeah, but it's a good moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like from a cowboy film or something.
Yeah.
It's a really good Rumble. And I think it's my favourite of the old school Rumbles.
Yeah. No, I agree with everything you just said.
I think we've got three very different answers there, but they're all really good ones.
How interesting. Hello, gentlemen. Since we know that all 5 labors of Jericho are, what are some ideas you would have liked to have seen? You said this earlier.
Okay.
Personally, I would have liked if MJF took the literal meaning of labor and had Christopher Jericho to a shot-for-shot remake, of the 1994 Arnold Schwarzenegger film, Junior. A film where a man becomes pregnant in order to test a drug for expecting women. Jericho will have to say lines such as, "Does my body disgust you?" and "My nipples are very sensitive," while not even having to wear the pregnant prosthetic with his homegrown, bubbly-filled belly. Also, Taz could have played...
Disgraceful, that.
Also, Taz could have played the Danny DeVito role, but I still think he's too short for it. Best, Steve from Chicago.
Sent in
This
by
man-
Steve from
Zeus.
Chicago!
Steve is a savage.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Is
Send
this
us a
what
picture of you, Steve. See what you're looking like.
Oh, my word.
Wow. So, if they didn't do that, or what they did on TV for the Labors of Jericho, would you have done anything different? You would.
You sound like Conrad there. Chat me up there, lads. He's Irish now, apparently.
Oh,
Irish guy.
Hey, chat me up there, lads.
Do you own or rent your home? Go on, Jack. Yeah, what would you have done different?
Match number 1, Chris Jericho takes on Diane Abbott. Match number 2, Chris Jericho takes on Jeremy Corbyn. Match number 3, Chris Jericho takes on...
Tony Blair.
No, he was going to be the big one.
Oh.
The big one at the end. Oh, no, Gordon Brown's the big
Yeah.
one. He's a big bloke.
Oh, yeah, Gordon Brown.
Gordon Brown's
taking
5th,
place.
Tony Blair's 4th. Who's like a middle... Who's like... Corbin should have been 3rd and then...
Captain Hindsight himself. Keir Starmer.
Yeah, Keir Starmer. There you go. Anyway, that's a joke for anyone in the UK because I've chosen basically politicians who are members of the Labour Party. So I couldn't think, Maffew. I couldn't think of Labours I'd have
Bless you.
seen.
It's a good job
But
trying
I think Jericho versus Gordon Brown would genuinely they'd stiff each other. If Gordon Brown doesn't mess about, John Prescott.
John Prescott.
He punched a man.
After he got egged.
Man
The bloke-
egged him and he...
The protester egged him.
Came
and
in with
he-
the left eye.
See how quick he eggs him and he goes bang.
Where's he from? Barnsley. Is it?
Somewhere in the,
Do you know you're from around there? Where's Prescott from?
Like, I think Barnsley.
Is it Barnsley?
Odd place.
He'll have been in a few scraps.
Yeah.
I would have taken, if I was MJF, just taken Jericho to a local steakhouse, let him have a massive meal, let him have a few beverages, give him something safe to hold, and then say, Chris, you take that home with you, and then bring it back with you to the next week's Dynamite, and see if he could do it. I don't think he could have. The impossible task, the impossible dream for Chris Jericho.
He went, sure, I'm just put it on top of my car and drive off. Get all the way home.
It fell off
Fucker.
the roof? What? No.
John Prescott was born in Wales. In 2009,
Was he?
In 2009, he said, "I've always felt very proud of Wales and being Welsh. I was born in Wales, went to school in Wales, and my mother was Welsh. I am Welsh." He's really not left this up to
I
any.
had no idea.
Then it says
That's like a Kofi
but he-
Kingston
but then
situation.
the next-
He also try and play for Wales.
But the next sentence on his Wikipedia is, he left Wales at the age of 4 and was brought up initially in Brinsworth in the West Riding of Yorkshire. That's more like it, John. You're not Welsh. You're a Yorkshireman through and through. He's not Welsh. You heard him.
He's born in...
Well, he says he's Welsh.
Kind of
He
a
probably
weird
is
topic,
technically Welsh,
like,
but...
Where I am. It's not his fault his parents
Oh,
were
I'm
we're going
right
to
proud
Barnsley.
of being from Valleys, me. Oh, I'm so Welsh. Chuckers to cricket bat.
Chuckers to cricket bat.
Andrew, I'm so sorry. Oh, he's hiding his head.
Vodka and Coke. Me fanway.
Oh, I'll have a little bit of vodka with that Coke.
Hey, Jack, that impression was like drinking hot lead.
Hey, by gum.
Anyway.
I've just been up mill, dashing... I don't know, man.
It's one of the segments where I wanted to both never end and stop immediately at the same time.
I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy.
That's chicken run, that, isn't
That's
it?
Yeah.
chicken, right?
And obviously, that's a lie. Babs would like gravy because she's northern. And everyone who's northern loves gravy.
Oh, northern boys
Northern
love
boys
gravy. Right, my takeaway went and had jellied eels and pie and mash, and they had some sort of weird sauce on it. He's like, no, this is wrong, this.
It's too southern.
Have a pie, have gravy.
Yeah.
Get in. Go on.
Yeah.
Up the north.
What do you guys have? If you have like chip shop chips or takeaway
it
chips,
depends.
what do you
See,
have on it?
I do not like me gravy anywhere near fish and chip shop chips. I'm a fish chips and a mushy pea man.
Oh, yeah, of
Thank
course. Yeah, of
you.
course.
That's- my response was
Of
that.
course.
And everybody went,
But if
you eat mushy
No, no.
peas?
Oh,
And I
they're
went,
good,
love
they're
mushy
good.
peas
Aye.
and chip shop.
And they went, what are they? And
Only
I
a
was
five
like,
a
I
day.
don't know. Yeah, only 5 a day, yes.
If I'm just getting a portion of chips though, no fish involved, it'll change what I have. Sometimes I'm in a mood for cheesy chips because I'm from
Cheesy chips.
south of the
course, there
river.
we
From
go.
south of the river. Sometimes I'll be in the mood for gravy and chips. Sometimes curry sauce and chips is delicious as well, which I
I've
think.
never been in the mood for gravy and chips ever.
Fair enough.
Never.
Fair enough.
No. Well, I'm like a lot of people around here. I'll have it with anything. So I think I'll have mushy peas and gravy and mix it to create mushy gravy.
That wasn't vanilla coke. That was just a bottle of gravy I was just sipping from throughout the
Exactly.
podcast.
What are we talking about? Oh, the labours of Jericho, yes.
What would you do?
I'd have them go, right, you know what, Chris? I'll disband my group. I'll leave you alone forever if you do one task. Like, you know, Hercules. All right, cool. What is it? Demonstrate in the ring all the 1004 submission holds. What? But then the joke is, he'll get on, I'll bring some old submission dude. Like, they're all dead, aren't they? Don't know who I could bring in.
Dean Malenko.
Yeah, Malenko's a pal. And then okay. Show him, and he'll go, and then Jericho will just start like BSing and go, here's arm bar. Here's arm bar. And Jeff, those are two, that's the same thing. And Demon's like, no, there's a big difference between the arm bar and the arm bar. It's like, what? And it turns out like they're just doing it together. So he's making up moves. Here's a Tunisian toe tickle. It's like, no, hang on, I've not even heard of that one. And eventually do it all.
That would be a really good segment. But the thought of Malenko and Jericho getting along, it
I would
feels wrong.
have thought that as well, but they attacked him.
They did attack Team
They did.
Malenko. They did.
If they hadn't have done that, and Malenko would have been like, I'm not going to help you.
Yeah. I still love... I'm just thinking about it again. I think I mentioned on last week's podcast, though, when Jericho was doing the ring announcements for that match where Dean Malenko was disguised as Cyclope.
Yeah.
This is Silver King. If he wins
on.
3 more matches, they'll be upgraded to Golden King.
My Junaid comes out, gonna rock, never stop.
I think one of them is Villano 4. And he goes, and finally, Villano! And then he drops to one knee and goes, 4! Hey, Jericho.
Oh, God. Hello, all you cultamaniacs.
Hello.
Ooh, I like
It's
Cultamania.
time for Cultamania. Do.
Because I'm a weird history nerd, on top of being a wrestling fan, sometimes I go down a Wikipedia rabbit hole of wrestlers and their careers before they made it to the big leagues.
Okay.
That led to me looking at WWE's last developmental territory before NXT Florida Championship Wrestling. This company saw a lot of future WWE stars of the late noughties and early 2010s, so after learning about who got their start there and who was a champion there, this led me to writing a quiz about the Tampa territory. Now, I ask that this be handed over to the illustrious Cultaholic Quizmaster. And it says, let's get ready to trivia in Michael Buffer voice. Let's get ready to trivia.
I'll pick the laptop up.
Thank you.
Quiz. It says Ross has quiz in it, fam. Okay, thank you.
Ross has quiz in it, fam.
Cool.
Is it still working on, Andrew? 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing.
Just gonna
There have been 3
ready for the
wrestlers.
quiz now.
Are you ready now?
It's like a Pokemon battle.
Yeah.
There have been 3 wrestlers to hold both the FCW and WWE championships. Who are they?
I've got one guess.
Go on then.
Jinder Mahal.
Incorrect.
One guess. Kofi Kingston.
Incorrect.
I've got a guess.
Oh.
Dean Ambrose.
Incorrect.
What?
Seth Rollins.
One is
Thank
right.
God. Go on, Jack.
2 more.
Bray Wyatt.
Incorrect.
Big E.
Incorrect. One is
Wait,
a
was a title, you idiot.
one is a champion in WWE today.
I don't know. I'll guess. Oh man, this is difficult. This.
This is good podcasting.
No, it's
Tense.
it's intriguing. Oh man, I really don't know. Rock, do you think?
All right, I'll go in. Roman Reigns.
Incorrect.
It's not Roman Reigns. Oh.
He has ginger hair.
Sheamus then.
Okay, right. Okay.
Oh.
The final one is also still in WWE today. He is a man with hairy chest. Drew McIntyre.
Oh, that's true.
On top of McIntyre and Rollins, there is another wrestler who has held the FCW Championship and the NXT Championship. Who be he?
Rollins then.
On
top of Rollins, sorry. Pac, Neville.
Nope.
Oh.
FC Dub and NXT.
FCW Championship and the NXT Championship. There is one man who is no longer with WWE. Bo Dallas is the answer.
Hey!
2 tag teams in brackets, the same 2 wrestlers. 2 tag teams in brackets, the same 2 wrestlers.
Okay.
That makes sense, everybody?
I think
Please
so.
ask the
They
question,
changed their name or something. They broke up and then
2 tag teams in brackets, the same 2 wrestlers have held the FCW tag team titles and any variation of the WWE tag team titles. Who are the 2 teams?
okay.
So we just
I
look
don't
for
know
2 tag.
anything about FC Dub, so I'm just trying to think.
The Ascension.
Incorrect.
Oh.
So 3 of the 4
Yeah.
are still active in WWE today.
Are there any of them luchadors?
No.
This is hard. This.
I'm trying to think of older.
Oh!
FC Dub was. When was FC Dub around?
10 years ago. 12 years ago.
Oh, are they are the Usos?
Usos is one.
Oh, of
Come
course.
on.
So the other one has 1 active member and
What?
1 inactive member.
Al Snow and Head.
No.
Okay.
I might be
bloody Gable and.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's not. Oh.
Enzo and Cass.
Incorrect.
No, well, that's way too.
Think
way
older.
Too,
Think
yeah,
older.
That's way too soon. Yeah.
One, the inactive member is a producer in WWE today. As I nearly knocked me water over.
Jeff Jarrett and the Road Dog.
No.
And he said Billy Kidman.
He is married to another wrestler.
Oh, good for them.
He had his in-ring career ended by a neck thing at the hands of Samoa Joe.
Tyson Kidd.
Tyson.
And Cesaro.
Oh, Davey Boy Hart Smith Jr.
Oh,
Yeah, I was being a bit of a dickhead with saying he was an active. He's been re-signed, hasn't he?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
guess he
he has,
counts.
yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
And his
You're
name's
doing a good job.
Harry Smith.
Harry Smith.
Punk
yeah.
got really annoyed about that, didn't he? CM Punk.
Why did he get annoyed?
It was in his promo. The one where he's like, Johnny, did you fire Vladimir Kozlov to his face? Oh, funk man. It was a good promo.
Which wrestler who was released in the pandemic era has the most days as FCW Tag Team Champion? Which wrestler released in the pandemic era has the most days as an FCW Tag Team Champion? Now, this is a stab in the dark. I'll give you clues.
Yeah, please.
We've seen him on the main rosters in under 2 different names.
Fandango.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Which Cultaholic soundbite legend has the longest reign as FCW
Jack
heavy?
Swagger.
Correct.
Oh, huh?
Only one wrestler has held the FCW Divas and WWE Divas championships. Who be she?
Charlotte Flair.
Incorrect.
Beth
Oh, I
Phoenix.
don't know them.
Incorrect.
Wait, which 2 belts, sorry? FCW and
FCW
Divas.
Divas and WWE Divas.
Okay. It's not
She is
not-
currently inactive.
What? Divas and Divas.
Apparently, it was the FCW Divas according
Oh,
to
I
these
see.
notes
Right.
here.
Oh, okay. Becky Lynch?
No.
Oh, she didn't win the. Yeah, she didn't.
Currently retired, I'd say.
Oh, Michelle McCool?
No.
Too far back.
No.
Candice Michelle?
No. Bit later on.
Melina.
No.
Melina.
Milady.
Kelly.
Oh, keep
Oh, that's a
Back
shout.
out the way for that.
No, not Kelly.
Okay.
Thank you, Maffew.
Eve Torres.
No.
Um,
We're thinking just pre-Women's Revolution.
Oh, total blur.
Natalia.
No.
AJ Lee.
Yes.
Ah.
Which former NWA World Heavyweight Champion had a stipulation title named after him? In brackets, the stipulation was a 15-minute Iron Man match.
The Tim Storm invitation.
Multiple choice here, lads. Ricky Steamboat, Jack Briscoe, Harley Race, or Dory Funk Jr.?
I'll gamble with Ricky Steamboat.
I'll
Incorrect.
also guess
It's
Ricky.
not.
I would guess Ricky Steamboat as well.
Oh.
What was it?
Jack Briscoe.
What a legend. One of Pachi's faves. I don't know.
Which single generational wrestler had the most reigns as FCW Tag Team Champion?
Single generational.
What do you mean? He's
Which single generational wrestler has the most reigns
Oh,
as an
so
FCW
doesn't have a
Tag Team?
famous dad then.
Doug Basham.
Incorrect.
He was more OVW, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
More recent.
Well, he wasn't even a champion.
Another pandemic releasee.
Okay.
Oh, good. That narrows it down to 60.
Oh, generational.
Oh, Tyler Breeze.
No, generational. Means
Single
he has. I don't know what single generational means. in
Oh,
terms of-
Wyndham. Bray Wyatt.
No.
Whatever.
Well, I was thinking of lads who don't have
but
famous.
has lineage in the business.
Oh, so he does
Single
have-
generational.
I don't know what that means, but
Okay.
the-
Which single, comma, which one?
Does he have a famous
generation-
dad or mum?
Yeah, he does. It's
That, yeah.
which
Oh,
single,
okay, thank you.
which generational wrestler?
and granddad. Oh,
Oh,
that's why I'm getting confused because there's a three lineage. The granddad.
and
the
what
dad,
have they
the
done?
son.
Sorry,
Most reigns as FCW Tag Team Champion.
And it's not Wyndham Rotunda.
Jimmy
No.
Uso,
Wow, okay.
Jay Uso,
Oh,
No.
right. Samoans.
Jimmy Uso.
No. This man was on the main roster for must have been 10 years.
Oh, and they were released in the pandemic as
Yeah.
well. And it's not Bray Wyatt.
It's not Bray Wyatt.
They
They were
Not
involved.
Randy Orton.
They were involved in the same faction as Bray Wyatt once upon a time.
Oh, Brody Lee,
No,
No,
he's not famous.
Braun Strowman.
no,
Is it a Nexus member?
yeah.
Okay.
With a famous dad and a famous
Oh,
granddad.
Cody Rhodes.
No,
No.
in the Nexus.
Nexus.
Yeah. Oh.
Nexus, man.
Nexus.
With a
He
famous.
was in Nexus.
dad.
Who had a famous dad?
Yeah, he was in the
Famous
Nexus.
dad, famous granddad.
In the Nexus.
Maybe they went through a
famous-
name change in their main roster career.
Yeah, okay,
Maybe they had one name in the Nexus and a different name for the rest of it.
So if we say Bray Wyatt's other name, is it Bray Wyatt?
No.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Mason Ryan.
This
got
quiz is
famous-
painful
Mason
enough
Ryan-
without
Mason-
going to
oh
those
my
Was
results.
Mason
God,
Ryan's
Mason
Welsh
Ryan.
dad
No.
John Prescott or something?
Oh, Justin Gabriel.
No,
His dad
you're
was.
getting
His
closer
dad
though.
was the wrestler.
Heath
though.
Slater.
They were I think they were a main roster tag team.
Curtis
champions.
Axel.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Michael
I, just,
McGillicuddy.
I forgot he was Mr. Perfect Son. I forgot he was Mr.
He was so
Perfect
rubbish
Son.
for so long. I forgot.
Michael McGillicuddy, or as he was known back then.
He was
Joe
the son
Hennig.
of Mr. Perfect, and the son of Beulah McGillicuddy as well.
And his dad was Larry the Axe.
Yes, Larry the Axe.
Granddad, sorry.
Yeah,
Final
yeah,
question, mercifully. This has been fun.
Oh,
How did it take us so long to get that?
Curtis.
How did it take us so
How
long?
many
winner.
of you have had an aneurysm at home after that last question?
Yelling at the cars. It's Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel.
Who are the only two FCW alumni, according to Wikipedia, it's in brackets here, so it could be wrong, have been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame so far?
Right, let's do this.
Oh.
Come on,
Two FCW alumni who are in the Hall of Fame,
we can do this.
according to Wikipedia. So there could be more, but there's at least two.
We can do this.
Is it as them or is it like a family or stable?
Could be anything, I think. Probably.
It was as them, yeah.
This could be like older wrestlers who just made a one-off appearance, though.
No.
Oh no, right, okay.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
They fully went through the developmental. to
And
the
two
main
of them have
roster.
already made it into the Hall of Fame.
Two of them are in there. And they've been
Wow.
written down on that laptop there.
Beth Phoenix?
Nope.
No.
They went in together.
Oh right.
I'll give it 30 seconds and I'll put them in.
Yeah.
They
please
went in
do.
together.
Sing a song.
More clues, please. Can we do 20 questions?
Yes.
Are they?
Oh, okay.
I'll
are
just answer
they-
yes or no.
Are they men?
No.
Right.
Did they wrestle on the main roster?
Yes.
Okay.
The Bellas.
Yes.
Oh.
That was the quiz.
Yay!
A
Oh.
very tricky quiz.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That was
though.
a good one.
Unique questions.
It's always good doing a quiz about something you know nothing
Yeah,
about. Thank you for all your all you three do with the podcast and everyone at Cultaholic for their hard work, including writers, editors, presenters, and whatever Fraser's doing now. He isn't cleaning toilets. That's it. Forever.
Social media guru.
When Fraser dies, he's going to go, R.I.P. Doo-doo clean the toilets one time, Cultaholic. And that's from Colin from Massachusetts.
Thank you, Colin.
Very much, Colin.
Thank you, Colin.
And we've also got Reese's Pieces, so I'll stop there and do the thing where we say, if you have any wonderful questions, quizzes, thoughts, thinly veiled insults disguised as questions, please send them to mailbag@cultaholic.com.
Stephen, I want a picture of you. Is it Stephen from the
Steve.
question? Steve.
Yeah. Steve. The
Steve.
one who was vicious. Yeah,
And we'll
Steve.
put it on there and
The one who
judge
wants
you.
Hi guys, Jericho's fat. Love you all.
Steve will just send in a picture of that Chikara bloke who's gorgeous without his mask on. That's
Oh
me.
no. The P.S. Yes, Matthew, I am a beefcake. Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
A hearty hello to you handsome hunks.
Wow.
I've not got a tie-in story for this submission. What a weirdo. The simple facts are Sydney is in lockdown and I have been hitting the rum.
That's the place, not a person.
Sydney, Australia.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know. Sydney, she's in lockdown. Bless her.
Sydney's in lockdown. I'm drinking a rum. I know you're often fatigued at this point in recording. Fatigued. So I present a silly bollocks Reese's Pieces.
Yes, mate.
And encourage
Thank
you to use the most absurd logic possible. You're walking down the street and see that a fight is about to kick off between the following pairings. Who would win and why? Sending all my love down the well. Hannah from Australia.
Thank you, Hannah from Australia.
Thank you very much,
Got the
Hannah.
Arthur theme tune in my head there when you're walking down the street.
Yeah.
Every day when you're walking down the street.
And Hannah, enjoy the rum.
Everybody
And I'm
that
sure
you
that
meet
Sydney will get out of lockdown
has a
soon.
different point
You'll
of
see her
view.
again.
And
And
I
I
say,
say,
hey,
Hey!
what a wonderful kind of day.
You sound
I
like
think
you
I
To
can
learn to work and play and get along with each other. You got to listen to your heart, listen to the beat.
Listen to the rhythm.
The rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears. Get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Believe in your.
Believe in yourself.
And that's the place to start. Start and I said, hey,
Hey!
what a wonderful kind of day.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I love Arthur, me.
Really?
So that was Hannah's question.
Oh man.
I'm more of a Jekyll Hyde.
I want to tune that is as well.
I couldn't take it. Just couldn't take it. Steve Blackman versus Stephen Fry.
Blackman would do some damage.
Steve Blackman would win that fight.
I can see Stephen Fry trying to get out of it by using big words to confuse him, but then Steve Blackman just twatting away those words of his big stick.
You can hit me if you can work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was the first sea manatee to write down a letter.
Yeah. Yeah. What'll happen if you hit me with those sticks? You'll get in pain. Oh, that's actually the right answer. Yes. Oh,
Whoop,
good.
whoop,
Yeah.
Oh, you
No, I'll cry.
Alan Davis comes along and says something stupid. Oh, Alan! You silly curly-haired fool.
Please phone the police, Alan. Daniel Bryan versus Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed would just shout him down. Just go, whoa! Foghorn. Knock him out.
I hate Brian Blessed. Absolutely hate him.
You hate him.
I went to a right. First of all, Brian Blessed would lose because I hate him. Right. I went to a pantomime once with my mum when I was little, and it was Peter Pan, and Brian Blessed was Captain Hook.
I saw this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then there was Mr. Smee, is it the first mate, like the assistant?
yeah.
And they'd split the crowd in half, and they'd get the half the crowd to sing a song each.
Yeah.
And Captain Hook was like, "This is my side," and I was on Captain Hook's side, and then whoever sang loudest won, and they threw sweets out of that half of the crowd. And at the end, Brian Blessed was the judge as well, so he was like, "I'm going to decide who wins. The winner is," and he pointed, and then he went,
I'm
"The
afraid I've
other
got some
side."
bad
No,
news.
yeah. He pointed at the other side. He betrayed his own team. I was gutted.
Never
'cause
forgiven him.
when you're a kid, sweets are like the most important thing. And if someone else got sweets and you don't, it's like, "Mom, they've got sweets and we don't."
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So I hate Brian Blessed. Good pantomime though. I think the last from Smart was Peter Pan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kirsten O'Brien.
Kirsten O'Brien.
Yeah.
She was Peter Pan.
That's cool.
That's a great
I got
time.
that you discovered like heel work as a kid there. Really got you. But
Didn't we all learn heel work from pantomime?
yeah. Well, when I saw it, half the set broke and came apart, and like he's supposed to be doing like, "I'll get you, but bloody set's got a crack in it." It's like coming off. You could see it. So he just sat down laughing. Look at this. Some kid was going, "Why are you doing the play?" Well, shut up, little boy. So I think that might happen. So I would be more interested in hearing the discussion that would kickstart this.
He's such an interesting man, Brian Blessed. What a life he's had. I watched an interview where he's on about his boxing career and he hiked up. Was it Everest he hiked up? Was it him? He hiked up some massive mountain. I don't know. It might have been Everest. Yeah, one of the.
He did Ben Nevis, didn't he?
Was it Ben Nevis?
Yeah.
One of the big hills.
he climbed up a big hill one time.
Joel was telling me he's climbing Ben Nevis in like a week's time. I don't know if it's the same as yeah.
Oh,
he's done this.
It's easy. I haven't been there.
Andrew's done Ben Nevis.
Oh.
It's not that
Easy.
hard.
Brian, thinking you're good.
I've never been, sorry.
But Joel said he's also done the 3 peaks, and he said that was hard.
Oh.
You do climb all 3 peaks in one day in Yorkshire, and you got to walk between them.
Oh, sounds really nice. Though.
Whoa, we've been here over 3 hours. Sam.
Right, come on.
Hey,
Let's
Sam
go.
likes Twin Peaks.
Yes, he does.
He does. He loves it so much he's got a tattoo. Still hasn't seen the 3rd season though, has
Oh!
He can hear you, you know.
he? Good. Ask him a trivia question about the 3rd season.
Well,
I
maybe
believe.
he prefers the original to him. I don't know.
Maybe he's just not got the time.
Maybe, yeah.
Time to get a tattoo.
Aye, true.
Anyway, I'll put Brian Blessed down
Okay.
because he played a wrestler in a Doctor Who story that he was very good in.
I'll go Brian Danielson.
Why?
Because I hate Brian
you him.
Blessed,
That's
yeah.
right, Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Capes.
Who's Jeff Capes?
The name rings a bell. I can't picture.
You know what? That's really bad. I know the name.
I'm gonna
Young
go-
Jamie.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Jeff Capes.
It's one of these names
got
that
it.
I'm so used to
Let
seeing.
me
I've
look at Jeff
forgotten when
Capes' face.
Jeff Capes is a British former shot putter, strongman, and professional Highland Games competitor.
Jeff K.
Has he done something else? He must have done something else to be known by. Look at that beefcake.
Oh,
Young Jamie, let's have a look at him.
Jeff-
Wow.
Oh, he's
God.
twice won World's Strongest Man. Also.
Oh, well, he's going to flatten Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
Look at this guy.
Although,
It depends though.
Is this
What
if they're in
theme
the-
music is Jeff Hardy coming out to?
is this if they're in their peak, or is this if?
Here's
Yeah,
Jeff
that
Capes,
lad.
everybody.
Because
That lad.
Jeff Capes is now 71.
that.
That lad.
Oh,
the-
Oh,
That
look
lad.
at him. Woo!
it depends how old they are. If this is at their respective peak, then yes, Jeff Capes.
Although, to be fair, he's only next to a 20-kilogram thing there, and I was doing 10s last night
Aye.
on the sides.
Fair
so,
enough.
is he even that strong?
Do you even lift, Jeff Capes?
Do you even lift, bro? Says the man who's done 2 sets on the bench press in his entire life.
Nice.
I am that guy, by the way, as well. Like 1 set. That's it. Hardest man in the world going through. So.
I found a machine last night that at the gym that I've
Oh, go
never.
on. What was his name?
The
Brian
little
Capes.
dinosaur.
It was like the lateral raise where you like doing the chicken dance but lifting up. So
Oh,
hard.
yeah. Little ropes.
Now because I've never done that before, it hurts a lot now.
Yeah. You get confused. Go, where's that pain even coming from?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
me? Does someone just rub their pain off on me? That sounds bad.
Right.
So I'm going to put,
Jeff Capes. Yeah.
He's gone. John Cena versus Jon Snow, in brackets, the journalist.
Oh, that one.
The journalist on Channel 4.
Not the Game of Thrones.
No, not the
character.
Game of Thrones. I'm sure he was thrilled during that period.
Well, then I'll go for John Cena.
I'll go for John Cena. Jon
Why is
Snow
that?
looks like a frail man.
Jon Snow's not that. Looks quite
He's
slight.
got white, snowy hair
He
now.
does.
Yeah.
He's got quite a slight build as well. He's quite narrow. I think Cena would just have him.
He could portray the fiddler on the roof. That's what his sort of body he's got.
Yeah.
Like long legs and skinny
Yeah.
torso. Just dance around.
If I were a snowman, fiddle-dee-dee-dum. Yeah, I can start working. Yeah, not a good match though. So yeah, Cena's got this. Greg Davies versus Chris Eubank.
Oh,
wow.
oh, what a question! Hannah,
Wow.
you've knocked it out of the park. Chris Eubank.
Oh, you gotta go Eubank, can't you? If you can reach the chin,
I
that's
mean,
it.
that's it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Just got
if
the
he
body.
he can't hit below the belt. So what's he gonna do? 6'8", Craig Davies.
Craig Davis.
Craig Davis. Sorry, Greg Davies.
Looking for a better spot.
Sweep the Dog versus Puppet Jack.
Sweep the
Sweep
dog.
the
Oh,
dog.
from Sweet and Sweep.
Maniac
Yeah.
is sweep the
Yeah,
dog.
sweeps
Oh,
the troublesome one,
is
isn't
the
he?
Ultimate Warrior puppet, him.
Yeah.
Shocking the things he says on Twitter.
I feel bad for Sooty.
Yeah.
Although Puppet Jack did take a sick bump once in Vegas when I threw him across the room to get a laugh from the.
He did.
Yeah.
Puppet Jack still hasn't recovered.
Where
is he anyway?
I dislocated my knee. Well, I can't remember what he says.
I had surgery on my knee 5
Yeah.
times.
Oh, yeah.
Albert / A-Train versus Uncle Albert.
Albert, the Matt Bloom.
Imagine that Uncle Albert just sat in his chair telling the story about the war and just Baldo flies in, just flattens him. Amazing.
I can see him come up to him and him telling the stories of the war to scare him off or to bore him until he's just about on the verge and he just creeps out the room. Oh. I see some Only Fools and Horses now. Jack the Jobber versus Jack Black.
Ooh.
What period Jack Black we talking? Because
I'm guessing these are all people in their primes.
yeah, when was your prime?
I went to the gym yesterday, so it's now.
Oh, no, okay.
Um,
And Jack Black's what, like Tenacious D, early 2000s?
yeah, when he's well, the thing is, I'm taller, but he's more energetic, isn't he? He's more mobile.
Yeah,
I think he'd have but he just seems like too nice a man.
yeah.
That's a close one, that I think.
He'd push you down, then like help you back up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd go for Jack Black because he told the devil where to go, didn't he?
Yes, true. He did beat
Oh,
the
he
devil.
did beat the devil.
Yeah.
The devil.
Who's the biggest person you beat?
Who'd you ever beat?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who can you go? Yeah, he might have done that, but I one time beat Bachiti at
I
a gas game.
what?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, just anything.
Yeah.
What have I ever won?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jack Black. I'll go Jack Black.
Oh,
I'll
no,
go Jack
man,
Black.
that didn't go anywhere. Sorry, Jack Black. Matthew derailing this. Matthew versus Matthew Mahoney. Oh.
Mahoney.
Oh, Mahoney.
That's a throwback. So the podcast gone by, isn't it?
Is that
Thank you.
McConaughey?
It is McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Mahoney. Oh, man.
Which young Jamie? I'm going to need a picture again. I get all these big
Matthew
actors.
McConaughey.
McConaughey. He's the one from Wolf of Wall Street.
That means nothing to me. I haven't seen
He's
it.
Haven't seen that?
He's
Oh,
in True
okay.
Detective, season 1. He's
Second one down.
he's like a sexy cowboy.
Ah, yes. Just in case people at home.
They'll know Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, well, I don't
All
know.
right. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, I'd let him beat me.
He beat me. Piss on me.
Breedable.
There he is.
What does it say about his career? Isn't it weird that we both went Wolf of Wall Street, even though that's not? He was in it for a tiny bit as well.
Yeah, I thought it was the film that Ross would know him best from.
Yeah.
I've still not even seen that.
so-
I've seen the segment where he goes, "Hey, I'm big and rich. Come on."
That's the whole. I mean, that's the whole.
Great.
thing.
That
When he's in the office and he's at the top giving it Bertie big
Yeah,
bollocks.
he's not leaving. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only bit I've seen. And he wasn't there, I don't think.
No, he's
He wasn't-
early. He's at the
He's
start.
very briefly in the start.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd go for you.
Would you?
Aye.
Why
he
is
looks,
that?
He looks too nice to look at that smile.
Oh, no, I don't look nice.
Look at that Hollywood smile.
That's practice, that.
Aye.
That's like someone's told him a bad joke. You're like, ha, ha, ha.
I'd go for Matthew Gregg as well
Oh.
because I think that even though Hollywood actors are all like strict body routines and stuff, I think in a real fight they'd turn to dust. I think they're broken down inside and morally.
And you're right. He'd be like, all right, Matthew, me and you. And he'd see me eating mushy peas and gravy. He'd be like,
I watched an interview with him was it with Drew McIntyre recently? He was in some film and then appeared on the Thunderdome. Do you remember?
Oh,
He seems really laid back as well. And like, hey, I'm
No,
a cowboy.
He was on Graham Norton with John Cena. And he was like, I remember seeing the Von Erichs in the stadium. And he was like, what? Oh, okay. Yeah. You're like really into this. So yeah,
Graham
good
Norton's
man.
just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. And finally, the main event of this street of fight, it looks like.
Cheers,
Ross Twiddell versus Ross Kemp.
Ross
Oh.
Kemp. Ross Kemp could do anything he wanted to me. Like, not because I want him to. That sounded weird, but because he could.
When there's that scene when him and Phil return to East End to Albert Square. When who's their mum? Is it Peggy? Whoever it is, their mum's in trouble. Someone's threatening her, and then the car door opens, and Phil gets out, and then Grant gets out as well. And you're like, oh, it's like when the Dudley Boys would come back, and then Grant just goes, "Hello, mum," and you know that it's about to go down. Grant would win.
Although, to be fair-
Ross Kemp would win. They said Russell Brand. Ross would beat Russell Brand.
I don't know. Like, he
absolutely.
does into his yoga and that, and he Russell Brand. He have a strong core.
You can turn him into whatever position you want.
But to be fair with Ross Kemp, when you don't ever see him on TV these days, he runs away from everything, doesn't he?
I got out of there.
I got out of there quick as I could.
Yeah, it's
Things
not
were getting hairy and I got out of there.
It's not done wonders for his rep, isn't it? They want to go with the world's scariest drug dealers. And they go, woo! It's like, oh no! I thought it was a ghost, so I ran away.
He's not as bad as Danny Dyer on like Britain's Hardest Men. where he'll go to some guy and the guy will be like, I'm really hard, mate. I'm the hardest man in Liverpool. And Danny Dyer will be like, the voiceover's like, more bum cheeks were flapping. Don't know why. There's one guy who he puts his fist next to Danny Dyer's jaw and then pulls it back like an inch and then goes bang. But he proper clocks him. And Danny Dyer is like, David's just punched me in the face and it really hurt.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this show now. Sounds amazing.
I was brave.
But yeah, I wouldn't dare fight someone like Ross Kemp.
No.
Because
No.
I'm soft.
He's quite big as well, isn't he? He's quite tall.
It's just because he's so famous in pop culture. It's like if John Cleese kicked you. Like,
While he's doing,
what am I gonna do?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, he's doing
Kick
the
you
city
while
walk.
he's doing the. I was thinking of the walk in.
The other walk, the other city walk. He
Couldn't
did.
refer to
Yeah.
what walk it was.
Oh,
yeah. All right.
No, wait, John Cleese's so tall anyway. He's got his foot on my head.
Sam
Anyway.
can do a good John Cleese or
Can
a good
he?
Basil Fawlty. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What does he do?
I can't do it. If you
I'll have to go ask him.
If you meet Sam, ask him to do his Basil Fawlty. Genuinely very good.
If you meet Sam,
If you
If you ever
him,
meet Sam,
Do you, John
first thing
Cleese?
out your mouth. should
oh, you're
be-
speaking generally. I think you were speaking to Maffew.
Oh no! So I looked at the camera.
Yeah. Awesome. What a lovely Reese's Pieces.
Good
that
one,
was.
Hannah.
Very, very much out the box. Appreciate that, Hannah. Hope things get well with you in Sydney.
Yeah.
But to everyone else, if you have a Reese's Pieces or what your situation, please send them to mailbag at cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
What a lovely pod. Andrew, can you do that? It's the big
Well.
show.
It's the Paul
Oh,
question.
sorry, it's the poll. Paul. Yes, that's right. The appalling question this week is the debut of AEW Rampage. Oh, is that what you're doing?
Rampage.
Hey.
Are we excited for Rampage?
Not really.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be the first weekly wrestling show to air Friday nights on a Turner channel since WCW Power Hour. What a lovely old school name that is. The Pure And on the card, we currently have announced Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Red Velvet.
That'll
the
be
AEW
good.
Women's World Title. I think it'll be short and sweet, to be honest
It's
with
main
you.
event, isn't it?
It's main event.
Yep, they
Yeah.
said that in this week's Dynamite.
The Impact match is opening, I believe. The show.
Oh.
Yes.
And there is your
Take-
full hour.
Take that, Impact. Kenny Omega versus Christian for the tertiary title.
Ha.
And Miro versus Fuego del Sol,
He's gonna do it.
the AWT
He's
interest.
gonna-
If Fuego
gonna do
wins, he
it.
gets both the title and a gerb.
Yeah, he gets a contract.
Oh, well. Nice knowing you, pal.
Oh.
No, I like his lovable loser gimmick.
Fire of the Sun.
What's gonna be less long? Baker versus Velvet or Miro versus Fuego?
I reckon if we're going to split it, we'll get to 25 minutes in with Christian versus Kenny.
Yeah.
We'll get to 27 minutes in with Miro versus Fuego del Sol. And then the rest of it will be promos for CM Punk.
Yeah.
So no, it won't be.
I think.
No, it'll be all the rest of them going.
I'm
It's good here at AW Rampage, all drinking
I'm
Pepsi.
terrified there'll be a big debut to fill in a bit of time as well.
No, not on the first episode.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But next week is the one where
Oh,
the person
yeah.
who they haven't confirmed and CM Punk also hasn't confirmed, so it
Do
may
you
not
know
be
what?
happening.
I'm reassured that Britt Baker versus Red Velvet is going on last because I thought if Kenny Omega had been on last and someone could have come out and
Yeah.
battered him, I'd be scared then. I'd be scared because it'll ruin our content because we've done stuff assuming that no one's debuted yet, basically like speculating. So it would ruin the best laid plans.
They've got the debut of Mark Henry on commentary. It's not
Yeah,
quite the same, is it? But I mean,
yeah.
You wouldn't want to take away
I'll
from
take-
that, would you?
I'll take that.
yeah.
What the question is? Sorry, I forgot the wording. So it's what's going to happen?
What's going to happen at AEW Rampage?
I think
Is that going to be the
I
best
think it's
question
going to
yet,
be
the
one of
most
those
hits?
ones where we'll come away from it thinking, and it's weird saying this because obviously it's going to be in a few hours when this podcast goes out. But I think we'll come away from it going like, that was pretty good, but nothing big happened. And I hope that's what happens.
Selfishly, so do I.
Yes, very selfishly.
Just because of what we got planned coming up in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm glad that this show is happening rather than the suggested thing that they wanted, which is a 3-hour Dynamite.
Yeah.
Thank you for not doing that.
I prefer it this way as well because that hour is always like quite good. Like remember when NXT was an hour long and it was like there was no filler. It was like some 41.
All killer.
All killer, no filler. The Hell Song. That's on a different album.
It is.
That's on Does This Look Infected? Anyway,
That's right.
I think it could become like the second favorite AEW show. I know everyone likes Dark and stuff, but I think that it could become like a nice little morsel for everybody at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a completely mess over SmackDown.
This is like the weirdest big question because it's happening so soon after this podcast.
Yeah. The question will be answered.
God?
Kicking off upstairs, isn't it?
The question will be answered as the show is on. I
Yeah.
guess, as this comes out and people click it.
Yeah.
But there are those people that like instantly watch the podcast straight away and they're going to go first. By the way, we see you every week. That's right. Takes a
We
lot of
see
skill.
you.
That's right. I see you, Mr.
We
First.
see you, Mr. First.
You wouldn't have watched all this way through the show, but we've seen you.
Right then.
There we go.
So
AEW
we don't
Rampage.
we don't really know.
It is good though that a company is coming along and going, we've got a show. It's rather good. Got some YouTube shows to build up hype. Now we've got another show. Oh,
Yeah.
now we've got another show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing rather well. God, it would suck if, I don't know, WWE got rid of all these popular talent that could fill it.
I'm wondering what's going to happen.
It's
it
such
feels
a
like
crazy
sliding.
time.
It feels like a sliding doors moment is imminent, and I just don't know when.
If anything, what you've just said there, Maffew, confirms that both AEW and WWE are owned by Vince McMahon, and they are working together. Conspiracy.
No.
To clarify for the YouTube comments, I don't actually believe that. I'm just winding you all up for God's sake.
Wind 'em up.
Because there is someone who believes that, isn't there?
I can't remember who it
Is
was.
it Vince Russo?
Someone.
Oh, God.
It probably was.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. If
Tosser.
Vince Russo said it, Vince Russo believes the book.
If it wasn't you, Vince, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Wow. That was the podcast. Wow. AEW Rampage to add to the selection. And people go, why haven't you watched NXT UK? So I'm watching Rampage. And also
He's a
left
fan
that
of NXT UK. Like,
Andrew
not
loves
not
it.
ironically.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
Look at the stain on his face.
What do you like about it? Other than Walter?
It's just a nice, concise wrestling show.
It's a nice,
More
concise
match than
wrestling show.
promos, so-
More match than promos.
Wait. More matches than promos. It's an hour long. Rampage! Problem solved. Easiest £5 we ever made, eh? That has been the podcast. Hope you enjoyed the length. Ha ha ha. Jack, what have you got to tide people over until next week? You haven't promoted your thing that you've typed up this week about the
the
death
article.
of NXT. Yeah,
Did you read it?
I saw the picture.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, I did an article on cultaholic.com about the death of NXT. Give it a read if you want. And also, I'll be streaming next Wednesday on Twitch with Owen at 6 p.m. UK time. Up the Fabes. This week,
You guys are doing all right, aren't
we're
you?
in League 2.
You're Sunderland level.
No, one below, unfortunately.
Sunderland.
We'd in the game, Sunderland have been promoted to the Championship, actually. In the virtual Sunderland are doing better than the real ones. But this week, we went down 3-0 and won 4-3. It was amazing. We couldn't believe it. It was the high point of our friendship. Honestly couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
See, it's got to happen. You make friends via games.
Yeah.
And then the game's gone. You have nothing to talk about.
What about yourself, Ross?
I will have a voiceover coming out, I do believe, on a contentious subject.
Oh!
And on Sunday, Straight to Hell returns with Sean Ross Sapp. That
the
man
news.
who has all of the scoop. And I get him to tell me how sort of because he's been leading obviously the CM Punk coverage. I get him to speak about how that story was sourced and how it all came about.
That's
and whatnot. So it's very, very interesting watch. He's a very nice man. Very nice man.
Very
Are
handsome.
you going to ask him, like, word association and be like, Ryan Satan?
No, I wish I did now. I filmed it on Wednesday.
Oh, right.
I did ask him as well, though, if he ever gets sick of being called on the payroll for AEW. And he answered that with a plumb.
Are you going to do, like, a wrestling news thing and take something he said and highlight it, put it as a headline?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
Who
what we
watches
do.
The Watchmen?
Gotta make money. And I'll be on Twitch next Wednesday at 1 p.m. as I continue my Newcastle career mode, which was thrilling this week. I was 3-2 down against Man United and came back with 10 minutes left and
We
won
heard him
4-3.
shout from downstairs.
Of course you did. The walls are very thin. It's not my voice being booming and loud. It's the walls being thin.
It was both.
I will be streaming on Saturday. Also, the SmackDown classic SmackDown review with me and Tom. Oh, that's up. It's Survivor Series 2000 watch along, so we get to enjoy the magnificence of Undertaker in his snakeskin tights.
Oh, yeah.
Which we speculated, or maybe it was unproven. There's an unproven rumor that he left his gear and just asked the Godfather.
Yeah, the Godfathers, yeah.
Yeah. Which I thought's amazing. And then I'll be streaming on Twitch, 6 p.m. BST. I did Sonic Adventure last week and have no desire to ever play Sonic Adventure ever again.
Okay.
So we'll think of something. But you have to tune in and find out what it is. Until then, there's of course patreon.com/cultaholic there for the Hall of Fame picks and mailbag at cultaholic.com for all your quizzing and queries and everything else beginning with a Q. But for now, this has been Jack. This has been Ross. That has been Andrew. You have been magnificent. We're going to put our fists in the air, wing around like we just don't care. After count of three, we'll say the same thing that we say. 1, 2, 3.
Join us!
Waggle, waggle, waggle.